It's a Gundam!
Hello, fellow engineers. How y'all doing today? Or tonight? Or wherever you guys may be at, you know? Just time zones, they're amazing things. So
Yeah, no
tonight,
kidding.
yeah. So tonight, again, it's just me, you know, your host, Freedom, with co-hosts. Why don't you introduce yourself?
What up? It's your boy CJ. No T-Von today. He's still hanging with the family, doing important stuff. No big deal. So we'll be flying solo tonight.
Yeah, which, you know, it's
It's just
family.
T-Von anyway,
Yeah,
so
it's just Steve-on, yeah. No, but family is very important. Especially like in the military, you know, he's hours upon hours. I mean, give or take, he's probably about 6 to 8 hours away from his family. It's a long drive.
is he really?
Yeah,
Oh
about
man,
give
no
or take.
kidding.
Yeah, it's a long drive.
Yeah, I feel for him. That's
Yeah,
like going to a completely different state for where I live.
yeah, it's about as long as I mean, give or take. I mean, look at my family. My family's in Florida.
Yeah, you're like a 15-hour drive or something, right?
19.
19. Gosh. It's
Yeah.
not even that far away on the map if you look at it, but that's
No, it's
like a
not. It's
lot of
like a two. It's
routing.
like a 2 hour about 2.5 hour air flight. It's not that bad.
Because you guys got to round down south after you make it to Georgia. Man, I feel for you.
Oh yeah. So guys, we got some things to talk about. We're going to be showing off some Gunpla models, or I'm sorry, Gundam Breaker models. I mean, they are Gunpla, but digital. Anyways, yeah, we'll be showing off because I noticed like some people submitted their Gunplas pretty late, and I'm like, man, you know what? These models are really damn cool. So we're going to go ahead and just post a few of them, not too many of them, because of oh, we got a very important guest. He's going to be on a little later. He's going to be on a little later. So tonight's guest, I'll go ahead and say, I mean, send the description. It's going to be WackyModder84. So, and it's something that I really wanted to talk about for a long time, same thing with him, which is an interview.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I actually took time and I read the whole thing. I know you read maybe one or two sentences, right?
I read a little bit out of it, but honestly, that was enough, and I felt like I needed to go to the hospital afterwards.
Oh yeah, no, I can't play devil's
Yeah.
advocate anymore after that.
No, you can't. You literally can't.
Yeah.
But more on that later.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's see what we got here. So first topic, first topic on our list, raffle. That's right, guys. In order to fundraise for HourGlass Studios, I got a sponsor, and we're doing a really great, awesome raffle. So I posted, well, not posted, but I have a link in the description box that will take you to the raffle page, or actually, HourGlass Studios page. It would take you right straight to the raffle. Put in your information from there. Once you purchase it, it's going to notify me with your email address, and then I'll keep tabs from there, figure out who is who. You can buy as many tickets as you want. They would also, as an update, they was $5. They're $3. So I cut a deal with the sponsor. So they're $3 a ticket. You can buy as many as you want for
That
your
means
chance.
more Gunplas for you to buy.
I never know. I know PlayStation 5s and Xboxes are very hard to come by. You never know. Guys, whoever wins the PlayStation 5, I would really love to meet you guys in some battle operations or some Gundam Breakers 3, because I do play Gundam Breakers 3 on my PlayStation 5. It's kick ass.
I'm still an Xbox guy, but
You're an Xbox guy?
I'm an Xbox guy, man, and it pisses me off so much because you cannot get any like Gundam game unless it was like back on the 360. I mean, they just offer nothing. It's a ghost land.
Yeah, but man, like, this is, I don't know. The sponsor, man, I got to give it to him. Like, he really like looked out for me there. I actually have the boxes with me right now, the PlayStation and the Xbox with me. But if whoever wins, they get to choose which one that they want. Just one, not both. You don't get both, but you get one. You get one of the consoles if you're pickings. If I pick your name out, which I would actually do it live, once I will personally send you the console with it with an Hourglass Studio letterhead personally from me who wrote it, thanking you for helping out with the fundraiser. So yeah, let's see.
Who doesn't want a PS5?
Harbinger of Battle. Oh yeah, I talked to him earlier. Cool guy, but loves Godzilla. GB3 is my game. Yeah, mine too. I love Gundam Breakers as well. You never played any Gundam Breakers, did you, CJ?
I haven't. I'm honestly kind of lacking in almost any Gundam game. Yeah, I know. Like I said, they don't offer like any of them for the console I use, and I'm kind of lazy when it comes to mobile games. I don't play anything.
I got you. No, I just pretty much play the mobile version of Gundam Breakers because again, I travel a lot, and it's kind of like home away from home, per se.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So it's kind of nice to have like Gundam, something of Gundam on your with you. I mean that, and plus on my Switch I do play Crossbone. So
wait. There's something on Switch?
What are you talking about? Switch?
No, you said there's something on the Switch?
Oh yeah. I play SD Gundam on the Switch.
Excuse me?
Yeah. There's Gundam games on the Switch.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that? You have a Switch, right?
It's like 2 feet in front of me. I'm looking at it. Are you kidding?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have Crossrays. I forgot the other one that's before it, but it's all UC. Genesis. That's what it was. Genesis. Yeah. You did not know that?
No. I'm looking at it right now. I'm about to open it up.
What you know what I'm talking about though, right? Like G Generations?
I think so. I think I do actually.
Well, damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip this. Yeah, let's continue. I'm gonna just kind of be doing this in the background just to see what I can find.
Yeah. Well, anyways, guys. Yeah. All you have to do is go to the website, which I have the link website actually in the description. Or I mean, if you guys are just listening, like if you're on Spotify or anything like that, I will have the link in the description. So all you have to do is just type in the link or press the link below. It'll take you to the website. From there, just there's a quantity page. Get as many tickets as you like, and then I have a system that keeps track of that. So, excuse me. And then whenever all the tickets are sold, we're gonna go ahead and do like a live event. We're gonna go ahead and pull a name out randomly, of course. And whoever wins, I'll email you personally or contact you if I have you on Discord, one of the two. Just tell me what console that you would like. I'll go ahead and ship it to you personally, like I said. PlayStation 5 or Xbox, it don't matter. It's just one of the two.
He will hand deliver it to your house.
On a hover bike. Or, I'm sorry, hoverboard.
Yes, exactly.
That's some good Topo Chico. But yeah, we got to break him in, sir. I got games to show you. Wacky says he got some games for you, Bubba. He got some games for you.
Should I be concerned?
Nah. Wacky got some good picks. All right, next up. So we'll go ahead and talk more about the raffle later because it's really important, guys. It really does fundraise this awesome project. Act 2, the script is in process. It's carefully being drawn. I mean, have you read the first act already, CJ?
I read through some of it, and then, I was at work whenever I started, so I'll be honest and say I did not get all the way through, but the little bit I did read was pretty exciting.
Yeah, because of T-Von. T-Von's, I told T-Von to pretty much go over the script. I was like, hey, man, because, it's called Script Doctors. Script Doctors are supposed to look over your script. So T-Von, hey, man, make sure everything's it's all good. He looked at it. He's like, dude, it's perfect. He's like, there's nothing to change here. He's like, dude, I'm imagining in my head right now. It's pretty gruesome. And it's only the first act. The second act is almost there. So.
Yeah, like the very first thing I read was like depressing. I was like, oh my God.
Real Robot, man. I don't like Super Robot. I mean, it's not that I don't like Super Robot. It's just I can't get into Super Robot. I'll be honest with you. G Gundam is like my guilty pleasure, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Check this out. What do you see there, Bubba? Hey, do you see it? Oh, you know
not
what?
up yet.
I forgot to. Oh yeah, my bad. I forgot to.
I didn't want to call you out right away, but
Yeah,
if
it's
you
okay. It's okay.
could.
Here's you go. It's my job, man. You gotta let me know.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
this is
this
Crossbone X1. Yeah, it's coming out of July 2022. Pre-orders are now in as of I think December. No, I'm sorry. Either November or December is whenever they started the pre-order process.
yeah, that's got Kira written all over it. Not
Or
enough guns
XO,
though.
yeah, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, XO. I don't know why I said X1. Yeah. Bro, that looks beautiful, man. I did not know this was coming out. And usually like I'm on top of this.
Yeah, that's gorgeous, man.
Metal build.
I I was gonna say it looks like a metal build. What does that
It's
go?
metal
That's
build.
got to go for several, like at least $200. Is it an MG or?
Um actually, let me check the webpage. I think it's a real grade. Hey, if anybody knows in the comments, beat me to it. Because I just had the page up on it and I was like drilling over it to even read. It was so oh, I'm telling you, it was so beautiful. So let's see.
I have
I
actually
got it.
not. I've not dove into Crossbone in
So this
any
is
way,
the
shape, or
XO full
fashion.
cloth. It's now look. You said $200,
Oh, about 200. That's what I was thinking.
485,
$45?
485.
Oh, I was
Oh,
gonna say that sounds more accurate in my opinion.
the rebellious axle. Thank you. Metal build. He said metal build. Yeah, it's a metal build. It's limited. It's a limited. It's a
Limited
limited
edition.
build. Yeah, limited edition. There's a $72.75 non-refundable down payment required.
Jeez.
Yeah. And not only that, but you can strip the armor up, and then you can have it just as the crossbone itself.
So, so much for my tax returns, right?
It's funny you said that. I actually started doing my taxes today. I just got notified.
I've not got my W-2s or anything, so there's
Oh, yeah.
that.
Yeah, and I may not have this updated, but so in December, apparently, Gundam Battle Operations 2 wins Partner of Award 2 years in a row. Because
Really?
of yeah, because last year in February of 2021, they reached over 3 million downloads.
That seems like a pretty good bit for like a very niche genre game.
Oh yeah, yeah. And what a lot of people didn't know, and I did not know this, but the Code Fairy, the character designer is actually the and please, I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Really, I do. Misoa Chitanaka. I know I butchered it. I'm so sorry. So she, or I think it's a he. Yeah, he was actually the character designer for Darling of the Franks.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So all the character designs from Code Fairy was designed by that person. Yeah, fun fact. Did not know that.
That's news to me too.
Yeah. And also, Gundam ranked in Japan's Twitter Trend Awards for 2021. So, so Gundam in Japan ranked 20th of top trending topics in Japan.
I mean, they just built like a giant movable mobile suit. It better
Yeah,
be.
giant moving mobile suit. You have new Gundam. You have what Hathaway's Flash came out last year.
Yeah. R.I.P. Still upset about probably
Yeah,
8 years away.
man, dude, it won't come out to the next Olympics. That's 8 years
Yeah,
from now.
that is
The
so
next
sad,
Olympics.
man.
Not the Olympics that's coming out 4 years, but 8 years. Holy hell. Yeah, we got the Witch from Mercury. We got, and also what recently came out was the they confirmed MSV for Iron Blooded Orphans. They
Oh, okay.
yeah. So man, this is so much like the update since like December, November. Um, that just flew over my head. Like, well, mostly December. Most of this came out in December. We also have Mobile Suit Gundam Dawn's Island,
Oh
which
yeah, that's the it's like that one episode that they canceled airing way back in the day or something, right? Where it's like on an island.
yeah, but like yeah, but they have it where like he's fighting Char. Armor is fighting Char, like the original
Yeah.
design but updated is fighting Char.
I saw the trailer for it, man. Oh, talk about some beautiful, beautiful animation.
Oh yeah. Let's see. The Rebellious Axo says, a series that you could be better if added in a S or a Super Robots W game. Yeah, I think so too. I really think like Crossbone should be added in Super Robot Wars, at least the newest one. I haven't seen. I haven't. I'm playing it. I haven't played it for a little while. I've been too busy trying to get the studio up and running. And dude, you know what I've been doing to pull that off. It's been a lot of
Oh,
work.
guys, this man is committed. Let me just go and tell you that he is committed.
Yeah, if you guys haven't known yet, but like my soon-to-be wife was getting on to me about my hair because it's actually turning red. So if you guys don't know, and this happens to most people, whenever your hair suddenly turns red, it means it's turning gray. It's about to turn gray.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh wait,
You're diving in.
the rebellious axis is meant darling. Oh, darling of the Franks. Yeah. You know what? Very beautiful anime. I don't want to spoil it. I think Darling of the Franks and maybe Valkyrie the Liberator. I really think Valkyrie the Liberator has its own issues, but I really think that that it's somewhat underrated, somewhat. But it does have its issues, and I can understand why people don't find it as good as any other kind of mecha anime, but pretty good.
Yeah, I had to drop it.
You had to drop it.
I can continue.
Yeah, for first season is pretty good, but the last maybe second half of the second season, it's all right. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and talk about what we're really here for. I mean, some of you guys, because I know some of you guys. So last week we were doing a Gundam Breakers showcase, showing off some models and stuff like that. So I actually had some messages that says, "Hey, you know, I want to show my Gun Plus." I was like, "Okay, I'll make it up to you." Next thing you know, a lot of people start posting their Gun Plus, and seeing a lot of them. I'm like, "Wow, dude!" I even got a zip file from somebody of their their complete list, basically. So I really don't want to like. I mean, I'm not saying I don't really want to, but I'm saying because of the time, I'll try to get through as much as possible. I'm probably going to go through about 7 of them, and that's because of the fact that I really got to get to the main topic, and
Because it's gonna take a lot of time.
yeah, we're talking about you, Wacky, because we know how heated you. I mean, well, it's not really going to affect Wacky as much. It's going to affect us because Wacky probably read the details over and over again. Us, you know, we're reading it through, but he actually read between the lines, so there's probably something there that we missed. So I can't.
Yeah,
wait for that.
we're gonna bring something up, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, you mean section 3 of page 2, sentence 27, word 15? That one."
I actually
That's the
can't
one
wait
we're
for that.
referring
You
to?"
know, he's very he's very informative.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're saying, Wacky.
Yeah.
You're very informative. We love you. Because I know last time you blew my mind. I'm like, God, I'm trying to play the devil advocate, but I can't. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to our first models. Check this out.
Hey, okay.
Yeah,
I'm getting some G Gundam vibes,
yeah. For some reason, me too. Yeah.
like some G Fighter.
So it looks like a Mark II head. It looks like that GPO1's torso, Goof's arms, Age 1 legs. Well, Age 1, you know, Titus. Gushin hammer, which by the way, that's a DLC. So, mind you. So Mark II's head with the horns on it. I like it. I like to know what your backpack is.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I like to know what your backpack is. Because I know there's some special abilities. I know you have a heat rod. I know you have some beams coming out of those knees. You got a hammer. Do you have any ranged weapons? I believe this the guy who made this is or the person who made this is Haverick. Let me see. I gotta go to
Man,
this. I want to make
this
sure I give the right credit.
this new Thor movie looks great.
Yeah, I should probably make a meme like where this guy picks up the hammer and Thor says, "I knew it." Yeah. Let's see. So I just want to make sure like I got the name right because he did make some good hamburger battle. Calls it the Viking Gundam. Yeah, Viking.
Yep, yep.
Let's see. I just seen it on here because he just posted it.
GPO2 backpack.
There we go. Actually, no, never mind. It wasn't Highbreak. It was Highbringer a Battle who made this GPO2 backpack. Okay. Yeah, my bad. See, I want to make sure I get the right credit to people. So yeah. So Highbringer a Battle. My bad, buddy. It's
Harbinger of battle.
yeah. By the way, he loves Godzilla. So I bet you when Ready Player One came out and he saw Gundam versus Godzilla. Yeah. Yeah. I know I've seen because of that one scene, I literally went to the theaters like 8 times in 1 month.
I've never seen the movie, but I did see that one scene, like just the short little piece of it. And I was like, what the crap? How did I never see this?
Oh, it was awesome. All right, let's get on to the next one. This is Bra, by the way. Bra made this one. Bruh.
It looks like a Murasame backpack.
No. That's Infinite Justice. Yeah, yes, Infinite Justice. That's Exia's main weapon. Although I want to know what the head is.
That I know it's not it, but it looks like the head off the ARB list. From Full Metal Panic.
Harbinger. Oh, okay. Thank you, Harbinger. I need my man. I need glasses. Try to figure out what the arms are. So I know backpack's Infinite Justice. I just don't know what the head is. Torso looks like Death Scythe.
Heads Regiglaze Julia.
Oh, really?
That's what he says.
Bruh, hey, come in here, bruh. I know you're in the chat somewhere. I know you're available. I was just talking to you earlier today.
Yeah, if it wasn't a Gundam game, I would totally think that was the head off like the ARB list or something from Full Metal Panic.
Oh yeah. But no,
at least from the side profile. Yeah.
But now I can see Julia's like because of the color. Looks really nice. So let's see what's next. Wait, bro. Before what's the legs? I want to know what the legs is. I can't guess the legs. Oh, you're right. You're right. It does look like one of from the core chesses. You're right. Yeah, that looks more like a core Gundam chest than it does a Death Scythe. Hang on, this is Bra right here joining in. What's up, Bra? This is Bra 69. This is a guy who actually man, I have a lot of submissions from you. You know that?
Yeah, man's got a ton of them.
Yeah. I think he's having mic issues because I see him trying to fix it. We'll give him a second, but let's see. Yeah, that looks nice. I want to know what the arms are though. You know what? The arms looks like Impulse. Because
maybe the shoulders, yeah.
Well, that's what gives it away is the shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think bro's having some issues. That's okay. We'll give him
Discord's kind of dumb sometimes when it comes to mics.
Yeah, yeah. We'll give him a couple more seconds, and then then we have to
Yeah.
move on.
I've always got to unplug mine before I join, and then plug it back in. Then it works. It's weird.
Yeah. I still want to know what the legs are. Doesn't look like anything from maybe Iron Blood Orphans, but nah. Yeah, but Max Nelson, yeah, it's definitely a How do you send a picture of your GP Gunpla Rebel Axle? So the best way of doing that is to join our Discord in the link. Join there, and then there should be a tab that says Gundam Breakers. You could post anything from Gundam Breakers. It could be the mobile, it could be Gundam Breakers 3, and new Gundam Breakers. I don't care. Honestly, I do own Gundam Breakers, the new one, but I only use it just to build. I don't really play on it. Nobody ever plays on it. Never found a actual good server or anything. But all right, bro, we gotta move on. Let's see. Oh. Did I not have a picture here? Oh. Oh, well, I guess it didn't upload. All right, guys, let me fix this real quick. There.
Perks of doing things live.
Yeah, you can't edit your mistakes. So this is actually was made from Haverick. So it's a copy of White Glint. So from the looks, it uses like the the dual beam rifles from the duel. So they have undergirding launchers. No, that's Cabera Tetris torso. That's the custom Bjarnlin's head. The arms,
which looks very, very similar to something like a TSF.
Dang! I did not hear that for a long time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a long time since I last heard that. So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. You got.
I dig it though. It looks good.
Oh yeah. Although I do like the shield boosters being used as wings. Looks like a Strike's backpack. Missile launchers on the end of the wings. Looks like that beam saber could be from one of the legs. Legs are Barbados. From the looks, Barbados Lupus. Yeah, it looks very top heavy. Yeah, it looks like everything on top was made from master grade. Everything below looks like a high grade. It looks very beefy. WackyModder says it's called a mass builder. All right. Make sure I got this wrong. We need a good Gundam Breakers game. Yeah, it's called Mass. Yeah, Mass Builder is pretty good.
What's it on?
It's on Steam. You can get it on Steam. It's basically like a Gundam Breakers. I think it's on.
Kidding.
I think the Celge is in it today though.
Don't do me like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The Celge is in it today. My guy, I'm
Man.
sorry. So let's see. Dual beam rifles, missile launchers on the shoulders, so it should have beam sabers. Really, that's it. That's really all I can see from it. The booster shields on the back, so it probably focuses on mobility in terms of the parts. Would you be surprised if I said it's all high grade parts? Yeah, I actually would be. I actually would be, because look at the legs. The legs are just built a little smaller than the top body. I'll be real with you. But then again, it could be just how it's leaning, because it looks like it's leaning more forward, so it looks like the legs are smaller. but I like it. It looks pretty good. All right, so we got a. This man is a direct response to how terrible New Gundam Breakers was, and it was better in every. Yes, I do agree with that, and that's only because of New Gundam Breakers had a new went through like a new company, new developers, and everything. So they kind of like was like, you know what, we just probably want something new. So they threw like the hardships from the other company who actually understood it better, and had this new company come in and butcher it. Which I hope it doesn't affect how like it does sales in the West, because I think it was the first Gundam Breakers game to be sold in the West as well. And it was
go figure, it'd be like the worst.
it was the worst. All right, let's go. What's next? So White Sailor, which I'm pretty sure they were trying to go for like a Sailor Moon theme. Fighting evil in
Oh,
the
I see.
But luckily we got a
zero
list.
shoulders.
Luckily we got a list, but I mean I could have named everything off easily from what I see. So we got Dynamis' beam pistols, Gundam's beam saber, Gian Archer's head, torso, Wing Zero's arms, Noble Gundam's legs. I mean I like it. And Wacky said they got fired immediately after the game flopped. Yeah, they would. Yeah, they probably did. They probably said, okay, so we'll give you guys $100 million budget. Let's go ahead and make double that money. And Lux probably only made like $10 million, or like, yeah, you guys are donezo. We're going to go back with the other company.
We out.
Yeah, we out. Yeah, even though we were paying them more, they were at least making us our money. They were at least making profit. So yeah, I really like this. The shield, it uses the Inlet's Gundam heavy arms shield, so it's like one of the small shields. I like it. It's been years since I saw Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon is awesome.
Never watched it.
Never watched it. It's pretty good. I don't care like what people say or anything about it. It's good. It's good. Let's see what's next. This is probably like the white watch. Yeah, I knew it.
Wrong spot.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just I had one blank, so I think I knew what happened. Yeah, I think I knew what happened. See, what happened was I was supposed to. I think I just accidentally made another tab. It's okay. I'll just skip it. I thought this was really cool.
Yo, is that a Gelgoog with a Freedom backpack on it?
Yeah. They so Haverick said like, you know, what if Zaf had a Gelgoog? You know, like a Gelgoog.
Yeah.
Type. So the name of it is the Gelgoog Jaeger Warden.
So it's got the Freedom's backpack. It's got the Freedom's, looks like hip cannons. Or I guess the railguns is probably what I should call them, since that's what they are.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it has those like beam guns in the back of the cannons and the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't really tell what kind of rifle that is, but it looks like for the most part they stuck pretty close to what a Gelgoog is.
I could tell
they just add some accessories to it.
I could tell you in the Discord, which by the way, guys, everything is in the Discord. If you guys want to check it out. Oh, I'm sorry. Man, I should have. You know what? I could do it real quick. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, because after this, then we'll be going on to our main topic. So I'll go ahead and explain this one really quick because it was actually really, really cool. But yeah, I have no idea what the beam rifle is. But all in all, like I really liked it. They had a Zaku warrior to go along with it that they made. So I was actually very impressed by like the thought process. I mean, all of them. I love all of them. I really do. I think all of them are amazing. So I really got to show this off too. I gotta save it real quick. By the way, guys, all these photos came from the fans on the Discord. You guys, if you guys haven't, subscribe. If you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, just go down in the description box below and join it. You'll be able to see all this. So let's see.
90 Maru said free goog confirmed.
Free goog.
Free goog.
There we go. I'll go ahead and put this over it real quick.
Free goog is not real. It cannot hurt you.
I thought this was like really Lupus Freedom's Beam rifle. Okay.
Oh,
Beam
gotcha.
rifle, yeah. I thought this was pretty cool. I was talking to the guy who made this, which is Heiberger, um, Berger. I'm sorry. I know you said it. Let me scroll back up.
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, it's exactly what you think it is.
It is that Optimus Prime with like an RX-78 bazooka.
No,
Because
that's not the bazooka. It's like it's a rocket. It's a rocket from Johnny's Go-Goo. Johnny Ridge
oh,
Go-Goo.
okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, I thought it was like pretty cool. I was like, man, I gotta see this. Yeah, it's Prime Gundam or Optimus Gundam. I don't know. What do you guys? I like to see some names. What do you guys think this thing should be called? Mobile Suit Prime, Mobile Suit Optimus. Throw some names out there. I like to see what you guys think of. I mean, if you guys are creative enough to make your own mobile suits like awesome as these, I'm sure you guys could think of some names. I really like the Go-Goo Jaeger Warden. That's pretty cool. Or the White Sailor.
You mean the Free Goog?
Yeah, the Free Goog. All right, and then this one. I feel left out, so I put mine in there real quick.
Can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, can't beat them, join them. I don't know. I like the creativity of what you guys put on this. One shall stand, one shall fall. Oh yeah. All right, let me make sure this is all ready. Okay. Yeah. So, Lupus Rex torso, Flores head. We got the U-Raven legs. Beam rifle, forgot the beam rifle that it was from. I gotta check again. I'll check it in a minute. But the backpack, full armor double Zeta. But yeah. All right, let's go ahead and go to this one. Oh yeah, this is our last one. This is from Bra. Which, by the way, Bra, I'm sorry you couldn't join. Gundam Prime.
That's the winner.
I like that name. Yeah. We should really make a contest, like a future contest. I think it'd be nice.
A naming contest. Yeah.
No, well, I mean like a model contest. I think it'd be nice. Like we do an episode a week, so we have plenty of time. Yeah. So this is a beginning. Looks like a pat. It sounds like you would see a pat labor. So we have. You know what? I was going to say.
Is that?
I was going
a
to
GM Sniper 2 head with like Star Build Strike arms or something?
No, the head looks like it's from the Jesta. So we got a Jesta head.
Jesta right in front of me.
Yeah, we got a Jesta head, Strike Nuage pistol, dual armor, Soul Shroud's legs, Soul Shroud's torso, backpack. I'm unaware where the backpack is. The arms, however, I was going to say, beginning Gundam, but that's not beginning Gundam's arms. It took me a quick second because on my screen it's pretty enlarged, so this is pretty good.
Yeah, that one looks nice. That's probably one of my favorites I've seen.
So Braz said this is from Iron Sega. Okay, yeah, you did say that. You did say it was from Iron Sega. Wacky said, "Wait, is this the Riot Police from Iron Sega?" I am unaware of Iron Sega. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. But yeah, the head's definitely a Jesta. Yeah, but Iron Sega, I never
honestly kind of embarrassed I even said a GM Sniper 2 because it's obviously got the
You've been out of the
camera
loop for
right
a
around the
while.
head. I've been out of the loop, man.
Yeah, you've been out of the loop for a while.
It's been one of those days.
Yeah.
But yes, 100% a Jesta head.
Let's see. I say it's a GPO3's backpack. Oh yeah, you're right. It looks like GPO3's backpack. Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty. Looks badass. I was just about to end it on the Gilgoog, and then whenever I was scrolling through, I seen those. I was like, "Oh, one more won't hurt." I'm gonna add this one real quick. But all right, we got on to our main topic. Which, by the way,
main topic.
the main topic, which we're waiting for. We're waiting for you. You know who you are. We're waiting on you.
I can feel him. He's coming.
And started downloading the Mass Builder demo. Oh, I forgot there was a demo. There you go, CJ. If you want to play the demo, go right ahead.
About to start it right now. Or about to start downloading the demo right now.
Yeah.
Hey!
For the funeral.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching or listening, WackyModder84 just joined.
It is that boy.
That boy. The boy who lived.
I come to supply copium for tonight's show.
I need it, trust me. All right. I got the cocaine. I got the whiskey. I'm ready for you.
Fair enough. Whenever you're ready, bro. I'm just going to be sitting here, just letting you guys do most of the talking. And if I have anything to pitch in, you can be rest assured I'll speak up.
Oh, for sure.
Something tells me he will, in fact.
Oh, yeah,
Speak
definitely.
in.
Because like I said, like I was telling Sarek before, like, nothing about this interview affects me anymore. I've been through this road, been down this road so many times, and every single time, people's reactions are exactly the same. I know what to expect, but it's funny every time. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, it really is. I mean, I read
I've
it.
not read the whole thing, but
Yeah,
I've
I
read
know
a
you read
quarter of it.
some of it. All right, so I know like there's a lot of people out there who's watching right now who has not read it. So I'm gonna have like the full transcript up in here. We're gonna pretty much read along as we go, and lose brain cells altogether.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I got the coroner van outside. We'll have a mass grave for him.
All right, boys, get ready to lose some brain
Rebellious Axel
cells.
said Seed needed to be rebooted.
Oh, absolutely.
Thoughts,
Oh,
Wacky?
after reading this, no, it deserves the burn. All right.
I wish
There we
somebody
go.
would take Seed in a good direction.
All right, so this is taken from the appearance at Kyoto University on November 23rd. The interview was reported was posted on Shar's Custom BBS, and its contents has been confirmed by people who attended this event. So this is just not only like somebody posting a transcript on here and just like saying, "Hey, you know, I think he said this." No, this is actually confirmed.
This has been verified so many times in the past, and thank God I was able to save the transcript onto my paste bin, because a lot of links that would lead to this URL are 404 now. They've kind of been lost to time. I managed to archive it just in time.
Yeah, man. When you told me about that, I was like, man, I haven't heard anything about this. And you sent it to me. I was like, man, I wish I haven't heard anything about it, because I was so looking forward to reading it until you showed me this. So it says here that warning at the event, there's no autographs, no handshakes, no tape recordings, no video recordings, no use of cell phones, but they didn't say anything about getting down transcripts.
Yeah, they might have, like at that point, you might as well just say, yo, sign this NDA.
Yeah, they should have. He should have told him to sign an
If
NDA.
there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, this interview took place 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's over. It's almost 20 years old now, like 19 years old. So it started off with I'm sorry how you say his name, Fukuyama.
Yeah, no, Fukuda.
Fukuda,
Yeah.
Fukuda saying, please don't post this interview report on the internet, and he kept repeating this throughout the event. Apparently,
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. Fukuda never worked for Tamino. Question: reason why you became part of the anime business? I love Tamino-san. I only saw the last part of G, my favorite
G
series.
Gundam, I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably. My favorite part of the series is Turn A. I haven't watched anime in the past 10 years. Instead, watch a lot of drama and movies. Star Wars is my favorite movie. Tamino hates Titanic, though I like it. He laughs.
Now notice how scatterbrained that response was right there. First he says he loves Tomino. Second, then he goes to like, yeah, I only saw like the last part of G Gundam, but my favorite Gundam series was Turn A. And what baffles me about this part is like he then follows that up with, he hasn't watched anime in the past 10 years. Why are you directing one then?
So my question is this.
Yeah, and
Okay.
neither one of those were even by Tomino, right? Neither one of those series were even by Tomino.
No.
Yeah,
He
really?
did Turn A. He did Turn A.
Yeah,
Oh, he did?
that was
Yeah.
Tomino's like magnum opus at the time. The last one that he was gonna work on before he was originally supposed to just cut and run from Gundam altogether after how badly Bandai dicked him over.
Oh man, especially after they did it after Victory Gundam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Turn A was when Tomino came out of his depression and decided to make Turn A as a way to tie everything together from in all alternate time periods into one neat little bow, while
Yeah.
at the same time subtly flipping off Bandai.
Yeah, he's basically saying no matter what, everything leads to like the universal century, basically. Everything's all together. Everything's all together. Everything's like
everything leads to the correct century, which is Turn A. That's like the end all be all. No matter what happens in between UC and Turn A, everything will always end up to where Turn A is.
It's funny because of Tomino just basically said, "Hey, I'm the alpha and the omega."
In that sense, yeah.
Yeah, in that sense,
yeah.
But one thing
I'm gonna watch Turn A at some point. You guys have talked me into it.
Yeah, but one thing is
I'll
that
help you with it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, like his page is literally Turn A.
Oh yeah, no, that I've had the Turn A Gundam as my avatar for
many years,
like, a long time. Like so much to the point where that one particular artwork of it is always associated with me now. I feel bad for the original artist, honestly.
No, I will say this though. He says and you mentioned it, the last time you watched anime was 10 years ago. And so this interview took place around 2003. So that means that before then, it had to be Victory Gundam.
Or something like that, yeah.
Because I believe G Gundam came out, like 94?
Oh yeah, that's right. You just made me think about that. The timing on that, unless Fukuda's getting his timing mixed up, which he probably is, but I didn't even think about that just now.
Yeah. So that means he has a scene until I think Bandai. Anyways, I want to go ahead because I don't want to get my thoughts into it. So he did say he loves Star Wars, which explains the
specifically the prequels, actually, according to Fukuda on other occasions.
Oh,
that's his favorite.
That explains
part
all
of
the
Star
Death
Wars.
Star wannabes, at least.
Yeah, like the super weapon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He not only did it in season 1, he did it in season 2. Also as the climax
Genesis and then Neo Genesis.
Yeah, that was the climax of both seasons. It led up to that.
Yeah,
it was basically
some people actually also tend to compare Shin Asuka to Anakin Skywalker with his fall to the dark side, even though there are a lot of problems with that. But yeah, that's another thing that's sometimes brought up in that regard.
I mean, at least Anakin had a reason to turn to the dark side. Shin, all that Durando did was hey, you want to join my team?
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, what's kind of weird about Seed Season 1 and 2 is that it's kind of like that meme where it's hey, copy my homework, but change it up a little bit so it doesn't look like I copied your homework.
Well, exactly. Well, here's the thing, though. He explains more of this as we go on. And,
yeah.
Boy. So, all right, let's go. All right, let's go ahead and keep reading. Where am I at? I think number 8.
Wait, number 8. We just finished the first one. We're at difference between reality and anime, I think.
Yeah, line
15.
15.
Yeah. Oh, line 15. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, you're talking lines.
Yeah, I was talking lines. Yeah, I'm using the lines to keep track. Thank you,
Fair
CJ.
enough.
Difference between reality and anime. After all, anime's war is only a fashion. I read newspapers like Mainichi,
I think it was.
Yeah. I'm sorry. And Ashi. But anime isn't really serious. They call it an anti-war discussion, but can't comprehend it because it's hard. With my son, I only discuss war on a level that is bad.
I'll be honest.
Oh, God.
That looks like a really bad translation.
No.
Because of how badly it does not make sense, almost.
No, that's how Fukuda talks.
Yeah.
Trust me, I thought the exact same thing at first, but after seeing other interviews with that's really kind of how he talks. He's very scatterbrained like that.
I really don't like the way he says anime isn't really. It's like, all right, I'm gonna be real with you because look, I'm working. I have did short videos before. I'm working on my first feature, by the way. Which, by the way, guys, if you guys want to join the part of the raffle, for your chance to win an Xbox or a PlayStation 5, which hopefully the PlayStation 5, so we could meet you on Gundam Battle Operations. The link of the raffle is actually in the description. All you have to do is just buy the ticket. Actually, Wacky, they're now $3 a piece now. I talked to my sponsor.
I'll update the shout out.
Okay, thank you very much, by the way. Um,
Problem.
but yeah, so it's just the reason why I bring that up is because as a now a content creator, I'm like, this guy doesn't sound like he has a lot of faith. You know, it's not that serious, but it's your baby. It's your baby. You want to be serious with your baby, no matter what. And
Plus, there's a lot of serious animes out there, like animes that are very well written and that you can take seriously. It's just that Fukuda seems to not have really given a crap when he did Seed first.
I think he just had an idea. I mean, I'm gonna talk to it early, but without reading ahead real quick. But again, I'm just going to put an assumption out there. It just sounds like he had a quick idea in his head, and he probably had people he knew. He's like, hey man, I got this idea. It's about Gundam. Let's go ahead and or it involves Gundam. Let's go ahead and take it to Sunrise and see if they could give us a thumbs up. Because, and I was telling you about this last time you was on the show, that when it comes to movies, like they don't like new ideas. They like the reason why you see a lot of reboots and stuff like that is because it's a familiar brand that they know people will spend high dollar on.
Yeah.
Gundam, it is a very popular brand. It's the top 15 brand in the world. Even more so than Batman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in terms of merchandise sales and everything. So when they hear new Gundam, they're like, cha-ching. That's all they hear. No.
To be fair, Seed did make a lot of money in the merch department. Arguably for all the wrong reasons.
And that's the reason why they went ahead and was like, hey, let's go ahead and do Seed Destiny and Stargazer, which Stargazer I liked. I think Stargazer had a better direction.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Fukuda had nothing to do with it.
It's sad that somebody else who pretty much took your project, your own ideas, your own creation, and pretty much make something else out of it, but did it better. That's
exactly
crazy.
Exactly why the Astray saga is so much better than the main story. That's why I've told people all the time, like, you could still be a Seed fan and despise the main story. The Astray saga has this whole thing with no Fukuda involvement whatsoever, and it is marginally better than everything the main story has to offer. Hell, even Seed Eclipse right now, which has nothing, Fukuda has nothing to do with Seed Eclipse as far as I know, and already it's pretty decent.
I've caught up on a little bit of it. It is going pretty good so far. I think it's funny that you brought up the Astray series and stuff. I think it's funny how they use the Astray series to kind of plug one of the plot holes in like the original Seed story.
What, you mean Kira's first Jesus Yamato moment?
Yeah. Whenever he just self-destructs on him.
Well, there's the thing.
Yeah.
What's it called? Seed Astray Red tried to fill that plot hole, but they only half filled it. The only part of that plot hole that they filled was how the hell Kira managed to get all the way to Reverend Melchio's place by himself.
I know.
Which
they
he
didn't say anything about it.
No, they did in the manga.
The manga of Seed Astray Red Frame specifically explained that it was Low Gil that got him out of the Strike's cockpit and carried him all the way to Reverend Malkiel. Okay, props to Astray Red Frame for that, because that at least does fill that plot hole. But the plot hole of how in God's name did he survive that? No, they did not fill that.
I think if any of us was Low and we all know about Kira, I think we all would have known that Low would have done something different. He's like, I'm not letting Seed Destiny happen.
You guys ever either seen or played Among Us?
Oh God.
Kira vented.
Oh,
he vented.
He freaking vented.
I just love how this talk just went Among Us.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Circle of life, baby. Circle of life.
Hey, the Rebellious Axel says, is Fukuda working on the movie? Yes. 2022, this year marks the 20th anniversary of Gundam Seed. So we might hear something this year about it. So
yeah. Hopefully not about 20 Kira clones.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. I want to hold on to that.
God, no.
I mean, if you guys were here for the last episode, we got in touch about that, but I want to save that for 1 second. All right, let's go on to the next one. So, difference between first Mobile Suit Gundam and Seed. Let's see. First, during the Vietnam War era, while Seed was created during the Iraq War, They say war, but it's only a robot anime after all. Gundam Eclipse on its own, though. The
Elapsed
time
on its own.
elapsed. Yeah, sorry, I need glasses. Elapsed on its own through the time, so I wanted to bring it back to its pure robot anime, Combatter V type.
Yeah, that also does not make a single
There
bit
are
of sense
so
to me. I
many
can't even piece
things
that.
wrong with that.
I
also
can't
be
even
me
piece
just
that
reading it
together.
too, because I can't read.
No, it's not. No. You were fine with when
Oh,
you were
thank you.
reading it. It's Fukuda being an idiot right here because he's like saying, they always say war anime, but it's Gundam's just a robot anime. It's like
see,
not,
there's more to it. You know, the thing.
he's once again like not taking anything remotely seriously about Gundam. He's treating it like it's a super robot anime, like Combattler V. But even Combattler V has immensely better story than Seed and Destiny combined. Like Combattler V maybe like dated, but it aged like fine wine.
Well, that shows that he doesn't have any heart to it because Gundam is more than war. It's about anti-war. It's about what war causes. It's like the after effects and all this stuff. There's way more to it.
Yeah, and the fact that Gundam portrays war as not like a black and white area of two factions, but shades of gray with them to show that no one is really truly good or evil, at least 95% of the time when it comes to Gundam, and that each side has both goods and bad things about it. Fukuda, he did not give a damn about any of that. He's like, yo, bring it back to the old super robot formula without actually being super robot.
Hey guys, bruh said I found Nickel's body in navigation. That's one of the funniest things I've read in a very long time.
Oh my god, that's
yo.
that's fucking savage.
Yeah,
Hey, man, that's
I'm
incredible.
gonna pin that. That deserves to be pinned.
That's beautiful. That's biblical right there.
Oh man, that's amazing.
In the script, in the final scripter, it says here that Nicole's body was found in navigation.
But what's it called? The next question, I warn you, chat, and to anybody who's not read this one, this next question might just give you an aneurysm.
All right.
I'm already having one.
Oh, this one. Okay. Are Mu and Rao new types? Both of the last remaining new types. They were the last new types in the world, so I wanted to write a story where non-new type people tried to solve problems.
Oh my god.
So you say they're the last remaining new types, right?
Oh my god.
And then you've got coordinators.
That is totally believable. No, Fukuda, I completely believe you on this. Despite the fact that the word new type was never said once throughout any entry in Seed. 10 out of 10 logic right there.
10 out of 10.
He's like, I just wanted these non-new types to work on their problems. I just wanted to be like a whole series on that. But I'll go ahead and just add new types. No relation to C. No relation to the original
no relation to UC at all. Just their new types, right, guys? Trust me, bro.
Jesus.
Fukuda, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
chat didn't like that one. They're blowing up.
All right, let's go. What's next? Oh wow, I can't believe that. Any plans for the next series? I can't say it. It's top secret. Movie plan was killed. There are plenty.
Ooh, that didn't age well.
Yeah. There must have been a reason why they greenlighted again.
Yeah.
There are plenty of Gundams, and Mr. Tamino is still doing it. So please, what's that say?
Yes.
Please guess?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to make sure. Like, is that what he said? Translator's notes talking about the Zeta. Okay, so the Zeta. All right.
Yeah, the Zeta Gundam movie compilation was still going on back then, which is after Turn A, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's probably what he was talking about.
Huh.
Oh no. It's like we're getting worse. I'm already reading through the next one.
Yeah. That's
the
why-
next one. The next one, Sarah DM'd me. He's like, "What? Like, you DM me, bro?" And you were like, "I was just reading through this, and good God."
I think, yeah. Hey, after that, I was mentioning Wacky like this. The fuck? You made me red.
You were huffing that copium, bro.
Bro, I was just like, I was like telling Wack, I was like, dude, I really tried to play devil advocates in that one episode, but man, you made it hard. You made it hard. All right, so any plans? Okay, so yeah, and Tomino's still doing it. I wonder what killed the movie. I wonder if they thought that there was another project coming up and they didn't want to put more money into the movie.
Actually, from what I understand, what originally killed the movie was the fact that Fukuda's wife, Chiaki Murasawa, that was when she got really sick and came down with what, if I remember correctly, was brain cancer, and that was one of the things that was one of the things that held her back in Seed Destiny because she was turning in script sleep because of it.
That's right. You told me that they worked together.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And during Destiny's development was when she contracted brain cancer, and God bless her, she lasted a while with it. She lasted all the way to 2016 before it finally got her.
Oh man.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
I mean, at the time until now, I hope she did live a pretty good life. You know what I mean? In between.
Hopefully,
yeah. That's terrible. Yeah, I had a cousin that had that. She as soon as she was diagnosed, a couple years later, fortunately, it got the best of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
But yeah, that's probably what canceled it to begin with. But yeah, the fact that he's trying to say I can't say it's top secret, that to me sounds like he's just trying to save face, because like he admits that the Seed movie was killed at the time, but he's just it feels like he's dodging the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next one. Why did Woltfeld live? Originally, yeah, this is it, Wacky. This is when I was like talking.
That was one of the two that you freaked out the most about.
Yeah, originally I didn't plan for him to live, but I let him live because there weren't a lot of cool adults left. When I saw the the VAs acting on screen, the voice actors acting on screen, I said to myself, man, he's not going to die. When Marty-san heard that his face had a look saying, "What are you saying when he's planning to die? What are you saying? He's planning to die?" So Wolfeld,
it's like everyone in the studio just turned and looked at him like he was retarded. Like, yo, what are you talking about, dog?
I wonder if like he was sitting there like in the other room. He's like, "You know what? No. I didn't know he was this popular of a character until this happened. No, he's going to live."
Yeah, it's like if there's not enough cool adults, then you make more. Don't kill them off if you need to keep them.
I bet you this was him after that script. He's like, "Know what? No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
No, he lives. He lives."
I guarantee
you. Admittedly, I didn't necessarily hate Waltfield.
No, actually, he's great.
I liked him a lot,
Waltfield
actually.
was really good. And to Fukuda's credit, at least they did more than Mula Flaga and Kira when they brought him back, because at least Waltfeld, he lost an eye and an arm when they brought him back. He didn't get brought back unscathed. He actually took some hits.
Hey,
I like how Kira...
He turned his reactor off.
Unfortunately, his love life didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, his love life legit was used as a meat shield for him.
Oh, no.
But yeah, but that didn't stop him from losing an eye and an arm. He still got messed up badly.
He got damaged. Think about that. That makes me even pissed off even more. Kira survived an explosion from Aegis. Then what? Like the nuclear reactor from Shin. I'm gonna just say it. And dude, the anti-nuclear matter explosion from the Archangel, from the Tannhäuser and his own reactor combined, and he survived two nuclear explosions, which blew up Genesis, creating a bigger explosion of the two. So yeah, this kid is indestructible as long as he's in the cosmic era. At least it made him, you know what I mean? At least they gave him repercussions. Yeah,
Wolfeld. And plus, he did something badass with it, like when they attacked the orphanage in Destiny, like Andrew Wolfeld got stabbed in his fake arm and it detached, and he's like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? And that's when he just shoots the guy.
Honestly, I would not mind seeing like a standalone series surrounding him. I thought he was kind of an interesting character, and they
Yeah,
could have had like a cool backstory for him.
he's the
Honestly,
Ramba Ral of Seed. Everyone
yeah,
loves him.
really. I've always liked him.
Yeah, especially like that one episode, like it was pretty much paying tribute to Rumbarol.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, whenever
Absolutely.
whenever Kira was out in the desert, he met up with Wolfeld.
Yeah,
It was
it
almost
was-
kind of like that mentor moment where they like used him to develop Kira as a character, but then they didn't.
Yeah, or at least it was supposed to, but nothing really ever came of it.
Zaku says, "When are we playing Operation Destroy?" I actually got to get a ship from Florida. I went through all my stuff actually this morning.
We'll get to it. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah, we'll get to
But
it though.
shall we continue?
Yeah,
90
so-
Maru said, unfortunately, Waltfeld don't got that plot armor.
Yep.
I wonder if whenever the raid happened at the what was it? It wasn't a mansion, the orphanage. He probably got like jacked up on caffeine.
Oh yeah, he knows his coffee.
Oh yeah, I do too though. About Izak, he wasn't really a hot-blooded type character, but his personality changed due to Seki-san's, which is Tamano's Seki equals.
Yeah. Tomokazu Seki, also
Tomokazu
known as
Seki.
the voice actor of Domon Kashu.
Oh, is it?
Yep. That is exactly apparently that is the reason why Izak is so angry and hot-blooded, because they deliberately changed his personality just because Domon's voice actor was behind the wheel, and it turned out he was a little bit angry and hot-blooded as he was voicing him. So Fukuda's like, you know what? This is his character now. I'll give him that. That was actually a positive thing that came of it, because Izak is loved by a lot of people with Seed.
Yeah.
I do like Izak, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they kind of overdid him on Destiny. I think
Well, yeah, he was criminally underutilized in Destiny.
him and Diarca.
Yeah, but everyone loved them, but they hated that they got so little screen time.
Diarca. Oh, okay. I ain't gonna bring it up because it's actually later in here. But the one about Diarca actually got me mad too. All right, so about Diarca
I
is
can
actually
kind of
next.
see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Diarca wasn't supposed to switch sides. I made it happen since the cells of Buster's Gundam were bad.
See, this
Diarca-
is another
yeah.
thing to note about Fukuda, is that he will make decisions just for the sake of model sales, even if they're at the cost of the plot. And admittedly, this one I don't think was that bad of a decision, but he has done that many times before throughout the decisions of his like other anime, Seed included.
I don't think it was really his fault though. I really think a lot of investors came out there and said, "Hey, we're not making as much an investment on this guy. We need you to do something about it."
Fair
You know,
enough.
Yeah, because of that's the thing though. You have a lot of investors that they will think about like
They can manipulate your story.
Oh, for sure. Think about Spider-Man 3 with Sam Raimi trilogy. Sony really wanted you see all these villains in one movie, and it wasn't the best one. It was definitely the worst. And they wanted Venom to be in that movie, and Sam Raimi's like, no, I just don't like Venom. I'm not going to do a character I don't know about, that I'm not comfortable with, to be part of this movie. And Sony's like, oh, come on, we need Venom in this movie. And then Sam Raimi, being pushed and pushed, said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and just give you what you guys want. And that does happen. It does happen.
Yeah, like another example of that would be like the Cell arc of DBZ.
Oh,
where
yeah.
where they had to change the main villain many times until they finally settled on Cell.
Oh, yeah.
Like originally it was supposed to be androids 19 and 20, then they switched it to androids 17 and 18, then 16, and then finally they stopped at Cell.
Oh,
But yeah, Toriyama changed it multiple times.
Didn't Izak kill civilians? Yes, he actually blew up a shuttle with a little girl.
Shuttle
on
with
it.
the little girl, yep.
Yep.
Little girl with the flower.
That made a lot of people. That made a lot of people, man.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he thought it was a shuttle with like crew of one of the ships that he and the others blew up. He didn't realize it was a civilian shuttle. That's
Yeah.
why he took the shot.
Yeah.
That could have been used as like such a good story development too. Like,
Yeah, it could have.
I mean, I don't want to say it's like cool that happens in a story, but like sometimes I think some of the best stories are the ones that have things that happen that you don't actually want them to happen. If that
this-
makes any sense.
That just reminds me of a very popular saying: "Never let a tragedy go to waste."
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? I won't spoil it. Well, I guess I kind of might spoil it if I say it like this. If you've seen Code Geass, you know what I'm talking about. Season 1. Oh, I'm sorry, season 2. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right. Well, anyways, like Shirley dying. Oh my God! Like you don't want that to happen, but it was
Right.
important for the story. It changes who
Mhm.
he is as a person. So, you know, they could use something like that, but they didn't. They're like, okay, yeah, she's gone. Bye.
Here's my favorite one about the 3 dudes.
Oh,
I know exactly who they're talking about, aka EA Gundam pilots. I'm
Yes,
not going to give
the
out
druggies, the 3 druggies. Which I gotta say, my first time reading this one made me furious. Like, but now it just makes me laugh because of how incompetent Fukuda was with it. But go on.
Yeah.
yeah. So let's go ahead and sentence our prime minister's son to death.
I got my axe right behind me. It's okay.
Oh wait. You got a question for you, Wacky. Why don't you like the Zaku Warriors and Goof Ignited on Seed and Sea Destiny? Well, it's Sea Destiny.
Well, here's the thing, though. I never said I didn't like them, but at the same time, I do say that the Zaku Warrior, the Goof Ignited, the Dom Trooper, and now, as of Seed Eclipse, the Gelgoog Dragon, these 4 suits should not exist because they already have established alternatives that were spawned previously. Like, Seed already created its own renditions of the Zaku, Goof, Dom, and Gelgoog. They had the Jin, they had the Sagu, they had the Baku, and they had the Gways. That was the Zaku, Goof, Dom, and Gelgoog of Seed. But in Destiny, they backtracked on that, and instead of continuing the development cycles of those mobile suits, like making like proper successors to them, like the Jin 2 or something like that, they went back and just decided to blatantly plagiarize Universal Century mobile suits and just throw them in Seed, just for the sake of trying to pander to Universal Century fans and just kind of win them over. But mobile suit design-wise, the Zaku Warrior, Goof Ignited, Dom Trooper, and Gelgoog Dragon, they are all pretty much fine. It's just that from a storytelling perspective, these 4 suits should not exist when they were already established to have alternatives to their UC counterparts beforehand. So I hope you answered that question.
To me. They never made any sense to me in that series.
So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
All right. Now I really like this question because it actually contradicts what happened in the story. So I'm not going to give out their profiles. Just between ourselves, they are criminals sentenced to death. The plea bargain as Gundam pilots in return for lesser punishment.
Now, my question is, why did we have to learn about this from here? Why didn't you just tell us that in the series? That would have made for such better backstories other than, like, nothing at all.
Well, the thing is, like, in the series, especially, like, when it came from Stargazer, there were just kids taken away from the parents, kind of like in Halo Spartans.
Extended naturals, yeah.
Yeah, extended. So
which are more or less Seed's equivalent of cyber new types.
Yeah. So that, to me, that kind of contradicts themselves because they never mentioned they were criminals, but they later mentioned that these were kids locked in facilities.
Well, Destiny elaborated on that with Sting, Owl, and Stella.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, because they're also extended naturals as well.
Well, yeah.
Because that when it comes to Clotho, Shawnee, and what the hell was his name? It was Clotho, Shawnee, and Orga. That was it. Clotho, Shawnee, and Orga, we knew absolutely nothing about it. Like, even in the final battle at Yakin Due, when Clotho was fighting Atherin, when he had the Infinite Justice Meteor, Atherin was like, what the hell are you guys fighting for? And then Clotho just simply says, don't ask me, I really don't know. I hate losing, that's all. I'm like, wow, no backstory whatsoever? Okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, and you're right, like, there were characters with no, they just appeared out of nowhere, no background story. All we know is, like, they take drugs because they're enhanced humans.
Also, can I just say, Harbinger of Battle, I am not the anti-Kira. There already is an anti-Kira in Gundam Seed itself, and his name is Canard Pars. He is the Shadow the Hedgehog of Seed.
Oh yeah, I heard about him.
Just as the Dreadnought Ada Gundam is the anti-Freedom Gundam. If you've not seen it, look it up. It's way cooler, and can do a lot more interesting things than the Freedom. But go on.
Okay. We got this one about Rao, Azrael, and Patrick Zala.
Azrael,
yeah. They are the types of people that you can't talk to solve things, so they're desperate for coming. Yeah. But
I
that's
mean,
the thing, though. You just made him like a cartoon villain.
well, yeah, especially Azrael. Azrael was by far like the most pure evil person in OG Seed.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like he was cartoonishly, he was like a James Bond villain, cartoonishly evil.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah, just hiding behind like a nice face.
And when it comes to Patrick Zala, he was basically Giran Zabi, but even more pure evil.
No,
Yeah.
I think he was Giran Zabi, just a lot more loud. You know what I mean? And usually
That too, yeah.
Usually what they say is like whenever it comes to loud people, there usually tends to be like the ones who not giving out like the best commands or.
Out of all of
Yeah.
those, Rao was by far the best out of those three villains. Like Rao had the most interesting things going for him. Azrael and Patrick Zala were both just varying degrees of laughable.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Satisfying death though for Azrael,
Hamburger
even though
says
they
we're
really staged it that way. But
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next one about Atherin. Unlike Kira, Atherin was a disciplined soldier at the start, which was why I eventually had to break him, but that didn't happen until episode 36. He laughs.
I always for a long time wondered what he meant by break until I realized break his character literally, because he did it again in Destiny. Like Destiny, they hit the reset button on Atherin, and when the Freedom got destroyed, quote unquote destroyed, and he thought Kira was dead, like that was what got Atherin to flat out see everything that Kira and the Archangel were doing. At that point, I mean, that's when I realized when he meant break Atherin, he legit meant like got him to conform to the ways of Kira and the Archangel for the most part. But at least in Seed, it made a lot more sense as to why he would do that. Destiny, not so much.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like they literally just said, "Hey, copy my homework, but change it up a little bit." It's just like copy and paste almost, is what it feels to me.
I just feel like 36 episodes in, and then you decide to break them now.
Better late than never, but yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's way too far in. Probably about within like 10 episodes or so, you want to start showing like he slowly develops from there. Not like the episode like 30 episode in, they're like, man, no, let's change him up a little bit. All right, so Kigali, even though she told Kira that he's a coordinator, she has no discrimination feeling. Her father told her to study, but that's not her personality, which is why she piloted Rogue or Rouge. Originally,
Yeah, the Strike Rouge.
Yeah, Strike Rouge. Originally, Flay was supposed to pilot it, but I made them change it halfway. Ooh.
That actually would have been very interesting.
Kigali is that character that makes me realize where he got his inspiration from Star Wars from.
What makes you say that?
Oh, because of the sister.
The whole brother and sister thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
She ends up like liking him, and then say, "Oh,
twins.
wait a minute, that's my brother."
Oh yeah. But yeah, that would also explain why the Strike Rouge's color scheme was the way it was originally, if it was supposed to be for Flay, because it actually kind of fits Flay's aesthetic more. But yeah, that really does make you think when you hear that.
That makes it even lazier than if he didn't even change the
color
scheme.
Well, they did explain it. they did explain it. They said that the hot pink off of the Strike Rouge is because it was like the highest grade of phase shift.
Well, actually,
that's about it.
That honestly is something I've kind of yet to fully confirm on. There's a lot of misinformation and mistranslations in that topic, but if I can get more info on that later on, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, but
okay.
you have heard of that though, yeah?
Yeah, I have heard of that. Like certain like shades of colors has like different effects on phase shift, but again, there's a lot of misinformation on that area to make a valid conclusion with that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, if I'm not confirming it or denying it, or one of the two, I just felt like it's just like just it's a bringing out like a fail safe saying like, hey, I know this was supposed to be for Flay, but let's go ahead and put it for Kigali. Oh, we're already done with the models. We don't have time to change it. Oh well, just say it's the highest phase shift.
Oh, this next question. This next question is legit funny.
All right, let me read it. Oh, Lacus. About Lacus. People say they don't really understand Lacus, and even the staff don't.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
And I believe that's his wife, isn't it?
No, yeah, Murasawa is his wife, yeah.
Okay, so only Aya Murasawa, her personally never changed from the start. Her personality never changed from the start. I got it.
Yeah, and they're not wrong there because she never had one to begin with. Like that ass. That it's only me and my wife truly know her character. Is that right? I wonder where everyone else is scratching their heads at what the hell we're watching here.
I wonder if the staff is like wondering. I was like, man, I wonder if he's going to make her like understand the side of war, and they do have to fight and stuff like that. And no.
How about that really elaborate meeting that they had with Lacus and Athrun while she's like sitting there singing on that stage, and Athrun walks in, and then like all of her bodyguards storm the place and like take her out.
Banshee.
That almost happened in Seed actually. Like Athrun confronted Lacus when she was just singing quietly in like an abandoned movie theater.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. This is very interesting.
Such a weird dramatic deal.
Yeah, I really gotta say this is actually kind of interesting. Why do I feel some of the and this is from Hi Kiddo. Why do I feel that some of the mobile suit designs from the 5 Gundams and Seed were scrap designs from Gundam Wing?
Well, I mean, I could see why you'd think that.
Yeah, I could think why too. I think they're just kind of like mixing that formula a little bit.
The art style in certain areas with Wing can be considered a little similar to Seed, but kind of situational, or at least when it comes to like original Gundam Wing before it got rebooted.
I think they copy and paste, though. It's about the similarities between the two. They copy and paste a lot of scenes.
Yeah, 90 Maru, I wish that was the case. I legitimately wish that was the case about Lacus suddenly having a surprise heel turn and that we were all fooled the entire time.
That would have been more.
That would be absolutely godlike if that happened. Like I would take back half the bad things I said about Fukuda at that point.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you could go into like Seed and change like 15 really big things in the series that happened, you could actually probably have a pretty solid show.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
About Flay, a word woman who was looking for a place to stay.
Wow, way to completely not say a damn thing about her.
Yeah,
I hated her character so much.
Oh, it's funny you should mention that because I have a little something that goes into detail about her, about the fact that everyone hated her. And it's actually in another interview that came in like a booklet from what if I remember correctly was one of the Gundam Seed movie box sets. I'm gonna send it your way, Sarek, because here's the picture from that booklet, which was provided to me by one of my friends on Wire, where it actually he goes into an assload more detail about Flay, which half of which I kind of actually see some logic out of. To be fair, if you want to put that on screen and look at it yourself, feel free to.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Give me a second. All right, I'm gonna have to use one of the pages.
Oh, and Ion, you're not wrong, because Wing TV has been irrelevant for a long time now, with the exception of the Endless Waltz movie, because that one is still canon to the Gundam Wing reboot.
Let me see how this looks on screen.
Wait. You say Wing reboot?
Oh, you didn't know? Gundam Wing got rebooted.
No, are you kidding?
Yeah, the Gundam Wing is now has 2 separate canons. It has original canon and Endless Waltz canon. The 2 of them are completely separate now, and the Endless Waltz movie that you saw on TV, that's not canon to the anime at all. It is 100% canon to the reboot now. It might have been at the time, but they got that retconned big time.
Wait, so if they're bringing it back?
Well, that's the thing. The reboot of Wing doesn't have an anime adaptation yet, but it freaking needs one because the reboot of Wing fixes so many problems with Gundam Wing. You have no idea.
Okay,
Dude,
so
I didn't that they done that.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that you'd be amazed how many Gundam Wing fans are still in the dark about it because it has no anime adaptation yet. But it doesn't matter because the manga of it is so damn good. And yes, Rebellious Axel just said the new rebooted main story of Gundam Wing is called Gundam Wing Endless Waltz: The Glory of Losers.
Yeah.
That is the
Oh, okay.
rebooted main
So
story of it.
Yeah.
I've heard of that, but I didn't know that was like supposed to be the reboot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically Glory of Losers is the Gundam the Origin equivalent of Wing,
Yeah.
where it reboots
No
the main
kidding.
story
Actually-
completely and it fixes so many plot holes. It rearranges all the major story events, changes them around, gives them way more depth, gives us actual backstory for the 5 main characters, and it gives the 5 main Gundams, Talgis and Epion, all new looks and new weapons.
I'm gonna look into that because I
Yeah,
really loved Wing.
I will
just
show you
nostalgia.
right after the stream. You are gonna nut, I guarantee you.
I already did just by talking about this. I mean, what are you talking
Actually,
about?
I actually have one of the manga books here. I actually
Yeah,
have
there's
one of them,
there's 12 there's what's it called? I think it's 12 or 14 volumes, but yeah, it's 14.
Yeah, I
Is
only
it
got
completed?
One.
Yeah, it's fully translated.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Shoot.
fully translated. I got one of them here. I was reading it like back in the barracks.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
all on Amazon for sale, and I'll show you everything that the reboot did. You're gonna love it if you're a Wing fan. I guarantee.
Oh yeah, I love Wing.
All right. So
And you're gonna love the reboot even more. But yeah, check out this picture I just sent to you that elaborates on Flay more, but in another interview with Fukuda that talks more about Flay, like in way more detail. Apparently, I guess you're gonna notice that he kind of backtracks on a lot of on what he just said in the interview we were just at before, because she's way more than just a quote person trying to find a place to stay. You can read it. Go ahead.
All right, so real quick. So back to like where he did the transcripts. A worried woman looking for a place to stay. All right, just so that way we have that in our heads.
Right.
Flay Ulster role is a love interest that is unique because it is both a source of comfort and torment for Kira. In America, Flay is often viewed as a very polarizing way due to her actions or the views that she expresses during the series, such as her views on coordinators. What sort of insights can you provide people watching Gundam Seed in America that they might gain a better understanding of Flay's choices and motivations? Wait, so this is like an interview for Fukuda, right? Is this what it is?
Yes. 100.
Okay.
Yeah, another interview that wasn't public, that was more private, but it comes with I think the Gundam Seed Blu-ray box set.
Mhm.
I forget which one specifically, but it was one of them. And this was my friend who sent me screenshots of his physical book on Wire, which had it.
Oh gosh. What is there to be polarized about? I wonder. I'm not sure if I understand in terms of whether she's likable or not. During production, I thought even though she wasn't a very nice girl, I really like her character, since she's the type of girl that never really been seen in anime before. I don't know about that.
Yeah, me
that
neither.
that right there is a crock of shit.
Yeah.
Like, objectively. But go on.
Is that the voice actors for Faye?
What do you mean?
Ryozawa?
Oh yeah,
Ryozawa-san really
Ryozawa-san. Yeah, that's her Japanese voice actor specifically.
Okay. Ryozawa-san really enjoyed okay. So yeah, she wasn't a very nice girl, but then again, like she's the type of girl that's never been really seen in anime before. We did. I seen a
Many
lot.
times.
Yeah, many times. She's just a girl that she really played Kira.
Bruh,
Oh,
season
played
3 of
him like a
Double O is
fiddle.
already confirmed.
Really?
Just not gonna be here anytime soon. Like probably by the next Olympics.
Oh,
I think
I'm tired of hearing the Olympics.
No, like I'm not even exaggerating. They said something like 2027, I think.
Oh no, no, because we were talking about like the Hathaway Flash movie. It won't be out until like the second Olympics, like 2 Olympics.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying that's why I brought that up again.
I got you. All right, so Flay is one of the victims of war. She caught up in a terrible situation, and I think that she's just desperately trying to keep on living in the only way she knows how to. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's the thing, though. That's one of the things I actually enjoyed about Flay, because out of everyone in Gundam Seed that was on board the Archangel, specifically at the time, Flay was one of the very few people on there that actually had depth and flaws to her person. Like she wasn't like shafted to the side like Sai was, how Kazi was, how Mir was. Like she actually had a major role, and the fact that she was very conniving and manipulative to Kira and all that. She legitimately, yeah, she was a total bitch. Don't get me wrong, but she was actually very interesting compared to the vast majority of people on the Archangel. That's why I actually did not mind Flay at all. She wasn't likable, but she was very interesting.
She slept with
Honest
Kira
opinion?
for protection, and she cheated on Sai.
Honest
yeah,
opinion,
which
Go
one
on.
of the happiest deaths I've ever seen in a show.
Oh no! Iron-blooded orphans.
No, but speaking of cheating on Sai, I think it's best I bring up a little something from Super Robot Wars in that regard, because you're gonna love this. In
Okay.
Super Robot Wars Alpha 3 specifically, and I think Bra knows exactly what I'm talking about in the chat as well. That moment is beautiful in Super Robot Wars 3 for one single reason, because he gets caught cheating on Sai, like with that whole incident. There were 3 other people that actually confronted him along with Sai that all agreed that he was in the wrong, and guess who those people were? You ready for this?
I'm listening.
Number 1, Camille B. Don.
Oh, God.
Number 2, Katra Winner. And number 3, and this is the big one, Shinji Ikari.
Shinji Ikari.
Yo, what?
Shinji freaking Ikari from Evangelion.
What the
When
heck?
Shinji Ikari, of all mecha protagonists, calls you out for being a cuck, you know you fucked up. You know you fucked up hard.
Man, that's the kind of kid that you give swirlies and take his underwear on top of his head.
That moment in Alpha 3 was biblical. Oh my god.
Hey, Kira's not the one that did the deed. It was Kira clone number 1.
Don't give Fukuda ideas. He might be listening.
Bra69 says Shinji, not pro gamer move.
Oh my god, bro.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, bro's been popping some bangers out in the chat. I'm still
yeah.
shitting myself over the
Yeah,
Finding
navigation
Mickle's
one.
body navigation.
All right, let's go ahead and keep going on this. Let's
Go ahead.
see. Flay could tell that Kira felt partially responsible, for her situation, and though she intentionally took advantage in that feeling, after being touched by Kira's kindness, she found herself unable to hate him. The change you see in her when she was desperately tries to see Kira to apologize, and her actions is very impressive. Personally, I thought that Kira, other friends, were more of a problem. I don't know about that.
See, this is where you realize this is where Fukuda tries to excuse like him completely shafting Kira's friends to just pointless side characters. Here, just keep reading.
Sure.
Okay. I thought that Kira's other friends were more of a problem. Okay, let's see. Rather than using her own free will and choosing their own paths, they were easily influenced by others and ended up regretting it. Kira's friends embody the bad habits of Japanese people. What?
Yeah, I don't know how true this is, but if there are any Japanese people in the chat, you guys can confirm or deny that for yourself. But that's weird for him to say that. But go on.
Confirming to peer pressure, Flay, on the other hand, freely chose her own path and realized her own. Okay, so this is kind of contradicting herself, because if you think about it, she was with Sai. She cheated on Sai for
Openly.
Kira, and it really made it made a lot. It made Kira some enemies out of his own friends because of Flay's actions. So
This is why I'm saying Fukuda says one thing 1 minute, then he says another thing another, and then he tries to damage control what he previously said to try and make up for it. He does this so often in so many interviews.
yeah, it's just I don't understand that, because it really sounds like he personally likes this character more than obviously the other ones. But I don't know. I feel like he had a vision with her, but it was just it was just
It
wasn't
didn't come out
executed.
right.
It
It didn't come out right.
Yeah, it just didn't come out right. Either they probably told him like, hey, we want less focus on her and more focus on this particular group of people. Maybe that was the case. But other than that, no, her direction is definitely not taken care of very
Right.
well. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
it's totally the opposite. All right, let me continue. I thought she was a very honest and genuine person. Okay, I got to stop right there.
If by honest and genuine person you mean conniving and manipulative bitch, then sure, whatever floats your boat, bro.
I know she was even like calling out coordinators.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and racist.
I mean, she was
too,
honest.
Like, yeah, she was honest about that. To where Cuzzy was like, "Are you a member of Blue Cosmos?"
If not, here's my business card. we I know I was going to say something, but never mind. Sometimes her honesty hurt people, but that was enjoyable to what? But that was enjoyable to decide as well. Anger and hatred.
as well.
Yeah, anger and hatred are not the opposite feelings of loving and liking. I kind of disagree on that.
Debatable.
Yeah, it's debatable. Where was I? Okay, Flay was not indifferent to Kira. I think her character moved the first half of the story along and helped to bring out Kira's character. No.
Probably for the wrong reasons, honestly, considering that he literally got away with cucking Sai scot-free.
Yeah. And he beat Sai's ass.
I was about to say, and he beat his ass.
Yeah, just by twisting his arm and shoving him. And then threatening him, oh, if I took this seriously, you wouldn't stand a chance against me.
I'm sorry, Sai, but I only date people who pilot stolen Gundams.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Sai did try to steal the strike.
Yeah, he tried.
Which, on that topic, I just want to say, that moment made absolutely no sense because I was just recently talking with a friend of mine on Wire who brought this to my attention, which I cannot believe I didn't think about this until just, last year, the end of last year.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell did Sai steal the strike if Kira clearly put a lock on the strike's OS when he was at freaking Artemis? What, did Sai just bypass that lock somehow? Did he put his password as password? What the fuck? I can't believe I didn't realize that until just earlier this year. That's a big deal.
That is a big one. I never even thought about that.
That's the end of the podcast. I just need to put the shotgun in my head and
Calm down, bro. Calm down.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look, I know what I was getting into, but the more I hear about this stuff, it's really wacky. You make it hard for me, man. I'm just
presenting the facts, bro. I'm letting the people decide.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't think of that until this many years later. That is a huge freaking deal.
You know what it is? Kira probably said he did it, but he didn't do it.
Oh, that's the cover-up story.
Yeah, that's the cover-up story, probably.
That's the cover-up story.
Yeah, it's just faulty writing. See, what the script needs is script doctors.
Yes, exactly.
People who read over the script and what they do is like they'll try to remember, like, let's say something from like 10 or 20 pages ago. They're going to be like looking at me like, wait, Sai steals Strike Gundam. All right, let me flip back a couple pages. Kira puts lock on Gundam. Okay, how did Sai get the password for that? It's who wrote it?
Exactly. Well, Murasawa wrote it, but Fukuda directed it because he clearly had a bias for her being married to her.
So he didn't. Okay, I got you. So he basically probably like grazed through it and said it sounds good, and then second.
He did not. My
Yeah.
guess is that he didn't even bother to second read it.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Oh, you guys know how whenever you like sign into something, there's an option to like check the box where it's like save username and password. That had been what happened.
Oh,
like had to have been what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was before iPhone's face recognition.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yep, that was before that. But yeah, what was the last part of that one at the bottom?
Let's see. I think her character move the first half of the story along, how to help bring out Kira's character. I think she's one of the most important heroines in the whole show.
Well, here's the thing. He's not wrong about that,
Okay.
but that's a hard pill to swallow.
That is
because
a very hard pill.
Because, yeah, she was one of the most relevant female characters in OG Seed by far. But it's still a very hard pill to swallow due to how unlikable she is.
You know what? It's been years, but I still can't find out the connection between Flay and Rao Crusade.
Well, there really isn't one other than the fact that Rao kind of looks like Flay's dad at some point.
Then is Flay's dad a clone?
Well, not to my knowledge, no. He just kind of what's it called? Rao apparently had a similar voice to Flay's father.
I just feel like that's so out of place.
Yeah, honestly, that was kind of weird and wasn't really well thought out or wasn't explored a lot. It kind of just was something that was brought up and then dropped almost immediately.
I just think like I think he was planning on killing her, and then he was like, you know what? I'm sorry. I think he wanted to have a reason for her to go to Zaf.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about her. We'll talk about his original plan to quote unquote kill Flay later. Trust me, that's some good shit right there.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we still got a ton of this transcript to go through.
Oh yeah. Now we can go back to the original one because we're done with this one.
All right, get this shit out of my way. All right, so we already did Kali, Flay. Okay, about Flay's Lala. Okay, so about her Lala moment. The title of that scene was what Flay wanted to tell him, a way to let the audience know what Flay wanted to say. However, a dead person can't express their feelings, so Kira never heard those words. It means Kira never got to know Flay's feelings, and he has to carry the burden of her death.
You see, now this one right here, when Seed fans read this one, it makes them rage so damn hard because like after Flay like flat out just got clapped by one of Rao's dragoons and she just goes up in flames, like you see what appears to be Flay's spirit talking to Kira, but apparently according to Fukuda, which he's confirming right now, Kira didn't hear a damn word of what she said, and as such, he was just crying, just in the Freedom's cockpit, just sitting there, just drifting, crying, while Flay just says her final goodbyes, which he never hears. Well, to be fair, there are no new types in Seed. Fuck you, Fukuda. I don't care what Rao and Moose say. There are no new types in Seed, so this does make sense, but Seed fanboys hate hearing this. They absolutely seethe hearing that so much. Like, every time I would show this to my friends who are huge into Seed, they would get so mad at Fukuda for this one.
Oh my god. Guys, I'm already starting to kind of read the next one, and this is probably one of the worst ones I've seen so far.
Oh no, just what was I just saying before? Now here's where the fun begins.
Well, here's my favorite. Wait, I gotta read this. The rebellious Axel. I give Kira this. He was the first Gundam protagonist that got laid. Unfortunately, it is the worst woman he could find. Unfortunately, yeah.
Here's the thing about this. Here's the thing about that, Axel. He was the first protagonist that got laid on camera. That's the thing. Other ones definitely did get laid, like Seabook and Cecily, for example. But and from what was implied, Aina and Shiro. Those are all the ones. Yeah, there were many of them that did get laid. It's just that Hiro was the first one that got laid on camera, and later on in this interview, you will see why that happened, because there's a question that talks about that.
Yeah, that one actually made me scratch my head. All right, so the finale you had in mind.
Here we go.
Yeah, Flay was supposed to be a human bomb. She returned as a human bomb to the Archangel. She was going to blow up the outside of the ship along with Sai. Oh my god. The Kira was going to die with Atherin losing an arm.
That already sounds a million times better than the ending we got. In every way. That sounds based as hell.
Honestly.
Oh my god. That legitimately just makes me wonder what would actually have happened in Destiny if that happened. Like with Kira out of the way, Shin would have a clear path to development. It really just makes me shake my head in disappointment, you know?
You know what? I almost reading this almost makes me feel like Fukuda is like an absolute genius story writer. But instead of using like his first idea, that's really good, he goes with like a second one that's like really, really bad. It's like on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah, yeah, which really makes me question his mental sanity.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
That means she had to blow the bridge up at least because
Probably, yeah.
yeah. All right. The meaning of the neutral country orb. That's just an ideal. Japan, that is. However, they weren't
They weren't occupied.
occupied. Yeah. Man, I need to fix my. Think about it. In order to be ruled, you need massive military power, and that's troublesome. Why is that troublesome?
So here we established two things. Number one, Orb was indeed supposed to be modeled exactly off of Japan. Number two, Fukuda's view of how being ruled is massively out of touch. So yeah, he was legitimately like, that was a complete non-answer. First of all, like, but I digress. But anyway,
I definitely agree with a massive military power. You need to have a massive military power because you know what the saying. If you want peace, then you must be prepared for war. That's a really diehard saying. It really is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But anyway, this next one is interesting, because it involves Seed's name.
Okay.
And a lot of the names from Gundam in general that they used with Seed. Yeah, this involves a lot of background to that.
Yeah, this is the one this is the other one I talked to you about.
And yes, bruh, he did.
Yeah, he did. Any thoughts of any episodes? Names. I'm not good at naming. Idea of C came up while I was on the phone. I started a discussion of naming it with S, and then I thought of Shin Gundam. However, you can't.
Shin Gundam specifically, like committing sin.
Yeah, committing sin. You can't use that in America. God Gundam was no good in America, so.
That's a lie! God Gundam would have been fine. Just don't listen to the damn Westboro Baptist Church. Oh my god, I'm still salty about G Gundam's censorship. Like, it was so petty. Like, you could... God Gundam and Devil Gundam... God Gundam beats Devil Gundam. What's the problem? I still don't get that. That's stupid.
Yeah, I could agree on that. It's a small percentage, man.
Yeah, God overcomes Devil. What's bad about that?
Yeah, they're trying to, it's the market. Makes a joke about God Gundam's name. Okay, so I named it Freedom. When I thought of this name and announced it to everyone sort of froze and said, "What?"
You see, here's the thing. I wonder if did anybody tell Fukuda that there already existed a Freedom Gundam before Seed?
Yeah, it was in G Gundam.
Yeah, it was in G Gundam, one of the mangas for it, where it's actually called Gundam Freedom, and it looks pretty freaking based. Not gonna lie.
Didn't he tell you already? He loved, Tamino's work. He only seen the last bit of Gundam and the last
bit of G Gundam.
Yeah. And his last time you seen it was
he says something even more infuriating than that down below with what series he watched.
You know what's funny is that means like when he 10 years ago before, that means he watched Victory and then skipped over like G Gundam. But anyways.
Oh no, you'll see. There's one entry in particular you'll see when we scroll down. Trust me. But go on, continue.
Okay, this is when I believe this is it about Justice. You have Ultraman, Justice. Usually you avoid having the same names, but hey, this is the almighty Gundam. Oh God, move out of the way. Move out of the way. Kira derived from Killer. Yamato is very Japanese. Armoro was Zero-Sun, aka the Japanese World War II Zero fighter. Okay. Kai Shinen was which is a Japanese warplane.
Yamato is very easy because it was literally one of the strongest warships in human history.
Yeah, but Yamato was, by the way, Atherin was derived from
Yoake.
Yeah.
Which is Dawn, yeah.
Yeah. Kagale from Bonfire. Lack is from Lake. Mizu, Mizu.
I guess that explains her eye color.
Yeah, that does explain their eye color. Where's Jesus Gundam?
and I'd like to point out, I'd like to point out, like, he made a joke about God Gundam's name. Is that a subtle implication that he wanted to name Freedom Gundam God Gundam, but it was taken?
Kind of what it implies.
Because that legitimately is what that sounds like. That's what it sounded like to me back then, and I was like, wow, Kira's Mary Sue points just went up by 5 with that. That the subtlety is out the window.
I like how they gave. I mean, Kira's is from Killer. Huh.
Yeah, so what? He's a Japanese killer then? Because Yamato's very Japanese, and Kira was derived from killer, which on the surface, if you put 2 and 2 together, it makes you think. But obviously, I'm joking.
It's kind of true because if you think about it, like you have all those mobile suits flying in midair, and he's just shooting them down, even though he's not.
And apparently, nobody's. But the problem is nobody's dying. At least not according to Fukuda and Morisawa.
He's trying to negotiate with people, saying, "Hey, I need you guys to stop fighting," while he's blasting his full load on everybody.
Yeah, he's just firing on. He's just going full on Rambo, and you see all these massive explosions while giving you a lecture about why war is bad, while shooting at both factions, and somehow nobody dies.
The meaning of seed, my favorite.
Might makes right.
Might makes right. At first, there wasn't a meeting; those came afterwards. Last.
Oh, now I know what he means by. He meant by the acronym seed. That's what he meant by that.
Yeah, because I guess there was an acronym for a lot of things. And
Fukuda has a straight up fetish for acronyms. Like, for God's sake, in Cross Angie, the dude turned the word dragon into an acronym. Like, dog, I think it's time to chill.
I forgot about that. It's been years since I last seen it. He must have been in the military.
Oh my God.
I'm serious.
No, he's too dumb for the military, bro.
Come on, man. It's a military.
The Japanese
if you got a pulse in a warm body, you're in.
Oh.
The Japanese military would laugh him out of the recruitment station.
Hey,
but yeah, go on.
Yeah, we saw your test, man. You're perfect.
Yeah.
Problem between natural and coordinator. Since DNA-related subject is a complicated matter, in reality too, there were a lot of gray area in the anime as well. What do you mean by that?
I'm gonna press X to doubt on that one massively, because like it all amounted to just unbelievable, like pure racism between the two sides. It was like X-Men, but way worse. Like nowhere near as well crafted. And Blue Cosmos was what basically spiraled that out of control, and Zaf just became more and more radical. There wasn't really much gray area because think about it. You got the Earth Alliance, which was jet black evil. Then you got Zaft, which eventually turned very, very dark gray evil. And then afterwards you have Orb / the 3-ship alliance, which is pure white lawful good. Like, where's the shades of gray with that at that point?
Yeah. Hey guys, we have someone in the reading room. We could probably take like one question, maybe 2. That's it. So we'll make it real quick. All right. So
sure.
Ion.
What's good, Ion?
What's up, Ion?
Hey man.
Hello. I did not expect to get dragged in here so soon.
Yeah, sorry. I just noticed it. I didn't know if you was waiting in there long. Which, by the way, guys, if you have any questions, join the Discord. We have a waiting room. If we notice you or just put out a shout, we'll let you say like 1 or 2 questions to us.
Follow Ion on Twitch. He gifted me Super Robot Wars 30. He's a good dude.
Oh yeah.
And I'm still surprised she gave me a shout out on your YouTube channel.
Dog, I give people shout outs all the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, what's good? What's on your mind, Ion?
I completely forgot now after I was waiting there for a bit.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, because we were I was so like into this, and I just looked over my second screen.
I was just listening to back.
Did you come in to tell us about our Lord and Savior?
Oh, for God's sake!
Okay, where's my shotgun? I need to shoot this.
Oh my God!
And also, I'm with WackyModder84. Gun would have been fine with the normal names.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, oh wait, what do you mean by that exactly?
They're normal, like given names, not the Barney or Dark Gundam.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, at least if you're gonna censor them, at least give them proper names. Like Burning Gundam Burning Gundam is like a very polarizing name when it comes to God Gundam's censored name because first of all, now we have an actual official Burning Gundam in
Burning
Gundam
Gun-
Build Fighters
The
Try,
Bell Burning Gundam from Try.
Build Burning, Try Burning, and now Kamiki Burning. But yeah, like now it's its own thing. Where in Japan, Burning Gundam is still called God Gundam as it's rightfully should be, and like the Dark Gundam, I always found that to be a very stupid name because that's like underselling just how powerful Devil Gundam really is. Like it's easily one of the strongest Gundams in the main Gundam universe by far.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want, you can get it. You can what's it called? If you want to get your like thought back together, if you remember what you wanted to fully talk about, feel free to go back into the waiting room. Maybe we'll get you again.
Yeah. Xenon Zaku's down there as well, so I'll switch
Oh
out
yeah,
with him.
Zeon Zaku, aka Sir Radic, for anyone in the chat who's heard me talk about him and speak his name before. So yeah, let's see if Radic wants to say something or if he's just trolling again, because Radic is always grumpy.
All right, bringing him in.
Go ahead. Hey Radic, what's up?
What about it?
Oh, Jesus Christ, you scared the living crap out of me.
Oh, what'd you kind of fall?
Wacky,
Would you fall asleep?
1 second.
Go on.
NTD, Bancy NTD says, what do you think about Harut?
Gundam Harut? Oh, I think it's awesome.
Okay.
Gundam Harut is definitely a beast of a Gundam. Like easily Hathaway's best. Not Hathaway. I mean Hallelujah. Excuse me. His best Gundam. Hallelujah's best Gundam by far. Like, and here's the funny thing about the 00 movie. For anybody who was disappointed with the 00 movie, let me ask you: have you checked out the manga version of it? Because the manga version of the 00 movie is objectively better than the movie.
I believe that.
Because it actually goes into more detail about the Else. It shows a proper ending that explains like what happens to Setsuna and Marina when they meet up again after the time skip, where Setsuna apparently using the abilities of the Else because he's a full-on hybrid, he restores Marina's body back to her youth the way she looked like before he disappeared, and in the end they eventually get married. So yeah, we don't see any of that in the 00 movie at all. And not to mention, we get to see Arios Ascalon in action and the unfortunate fate of Arios Ascalon when it got assimilated by the Else and became like a flat-out horror movie creature. So yeah, if you've never seen the manga version of the 00 movie... Oh, and another thing, the most horrifying thing about the Else in the 00 movie manga adaptation is that the Else form an army of assimilated 00 risers.
Ooh.
Like, every time I hear that, like, freaking... Every time I tell that to people, their jaws drop, and they're like, wait, what? They have to have, like, a double take.
Yeah, I see why.
Because that's a scary thought. Like, an army of assimilated 00 riser GN condenser types. That's a scary thought right there. But overall, yeah, what's good, Radic? Oh, he's muted again.
Oh.
Oh, there he. Never mind. Here he is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nope.
Or is he? Make up your mind, bro. I'm here. What you need? Or is he just trying to think about what to say? Speak now, forever hold your peace, bro.
Speak up.
Speak up.
Speak
Or
up.
if you need to, you can... Okay, there you are. You there?
Being selling voice mod at the same time.
Oh, don't freaking... Come on, bro.
No, we need some, like... He does have some, like, good sound effects. I'm gonna lie.
No, I voice mod is awesome, trust me, but, like, is now really the time?
Always time for a new type flash.
About to say. Well,
Okay.
while you're working on your trolling material, what's it called? Why don't we continue the interview?
Yep. Okay, so we got the meaning of seed. The problem between we already went through that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now this next question right here is gonna go back to what's it called? Well, first of all, let me answer.
Oh,
Let me answer let me answer what's it called? I can't talk right now.
Yeah.
Axel's question about why is Mir so much better than Lacus? Plain and simple, because Mir actually had a character and an arc, unlike Lacus, who legitimately just did not develop at all throughout the course of Seed and Destiny. Mir was basically like someone who wanted to be an idol, and she basically used Lacus's fame to get the job done, and she agreed to be Lacus's doppelganger in the eyes of the plants. And as such, we see what happens, that her fame eventually gets to her head, and it ends up corrupting her. And it ultimately ends up killing her in the end. So yeah, no, by that definition, Mir Campbell, she was one of the best characters in Destiny. Easily one of the two best female characters, Talia, Mir, and Luna.
Yeah,
but the problem with Luna is that even though I like her as a person, she did nothing to progress the story other than just be there for Shin. Her role in the story was very minimal. That's why I say that the two best ones are Talia Gladys and Mir Campbell. But I hope that answers your question. So as I was saying before, though, when we were talking about the fact that Kira got laid on camera, this is the kind of stuff that led to that with this next question. But go on.
Okay. How come the courts are very graphic? It was necessary. The TV producer's stress. So what do you have to show?
Show what you have to show.
Yeah,
that's what the TV producer was saying.
Yeah, show what you have to show. So Flay's sex scene was included about the death of Flay's father in the episode 11 and death of Ellie Tan.
The little girl
Ellie,
on the shuttle.
Ellie. Yeah, the girl on the shuttle. In episode 13, the producer passionately said it has to be more cruel. Oof.
Damn, this TV producer is based. Like,
Hey,
wow. Like this this dude.
Like my type of dude.
Like, no, it's got to be more graphic. Turn up the violence.
What the thing is this though, like a lot of people are like, what's the producer's jobs? Well, the producer's jobs, believe it or not, they're the ones who's doing the marketing backgrounds. These are the guys who's doing all the contracts. Believe it or not, the number one advice if you want to become a producer is to get a law degree, because you are doing a lot of contracts. You're going out and doing contracts for sponsors and everything. So this guy is probably like getting something from the sponsor, saying, "Hey, we want this, 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 and this," and then he's referring it back to the director. It's usually how it works.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess like you know, he was telling the director like, "Hey, show me what you got. You know, we want all this stuff." So I guess the director's like, "Man, say no more, fam."
Yeah, exactly. Like this producer just did not just hold out all the stops. Just took the gloves off. It's like, no, go right ahead. It's give us more ratings. Be as violent or brutal or graphic as you have to be. This dude is based in red pilled right here.
So I remember in 2002, I was probably about 8 years old. I remember seeing that scene on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
When I was 8 years old. I didn't know what was going on.
and then parents were like, "What the hell is this?" And they had to take that scene out of the TV version. That is
the TV version, yeah. And that
and on top of
yeah.
And on top of that, Toonami in particular edited all the guns to be disco guns.
Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't see that? Oh yeah, no.
No, I know they edited out the sex scene, but I didn't know about that.
Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get. Oh my God, it was so. I was looking at that when I saw the difference. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. I still have a picture of them. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Right, I got a couple of them. Here. They edited all the guns to be really freaking weird and like laser guns, but everybody calls them disco guns. You could see I sent you a picture.
Right. I remember. I didn't know
you remember that?
I remember now.
It was only on Toonami, like the TV version of it at the time, like first airing. They edited all the guns to be just like these weird looking laser guns.
Dude, I remember that whenever I was a kid seeing that, I was begging my mom because I thought they were Nerfs. No joke.
Exactly.
I really thought, I was like, yeah, "Hey mom, can I please get that?" Yeah. I was like, "I want a Nerf gun now." Yeah, I thought it was Nerf guns. Hey, I like how like the barrel has like the orange glare, meaning like an orange tip.
Yeah, exactly. They
Yo, Pat-
censored that, and it was so obvious. I
Yo,
was
Pat-
like, "What the heck are
Yo,
these?"
Patrick Zala though. I can't
Yes.
think- He's like, hey, I need to make a meme where he's pointing that laser like towards like a cat or something.
Oh yeah.
Hang on, I gotta show the
Chat.
yeah, I gotta show the chat this. This is worth it.
Oh yeah, totally. Because when I saw that like later on compared to the uncensored version, I was like, oh, that was censorship. Why am I not surprised? But then again, it wouldn't be the first time that Toonami did that. But yeah, and Banshee NDD. To answer your question, that's highly debatable. But as far as I'm concerned, the Hyakushiki being a Gundam, it's close enough. It's pretty much close enough to one, considering that the Delta Gundam was originally what it was supposed to be without the Wave Rider mode. I would say it's close enough. But yeah,
I got
like
it on there now.
I mean, you could always just download the picture and just put it on like screen, like you were doing with the breaker builds. That one's up to you.
Steve Howard had a disco show with all those beam spams. Yeah, that's
He's
true.
not wrong.
He is.
And
not
we're gonna-
wrong.
We will get. You're not wrong, Nighty Morrow, and we are gonna get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
There
Sorry,
we
it took
go.
me a second, but
Toonami
What?
censorship. Toonami censorship, ladies and gentlemen. And look at Ezak's. Ezak's got like an LED screen on the back of it.
That's right.
it tells him when his battery's about to die.
Yeah, right.
All right, let me change it back to
The only weapon effective against plot armor.
Exactly. Well, unless your name is Kira Yamato.
the
It's
plot.
Yeah.
other people's plot armor. There you go.
Yeah.
enough.
Where were we at?
All
About
right. Next interview. Next
Okay.
interview question.
so about Flay. So
Again,
I thought of
about Flay.
yep. I thought of 2 ways to keep Kira attracted to Flay. One was to give Flay a big scar on her face, and the other was sex. I wonder if I should have given her the scar.
I wonder what he went with.
I guess Ezak was the one that got the scar instead.
I guess he still wanted to have that in there somehow, but
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't know
I
how I
think-
feel about that.
I think he really only did the sex scene just to make her more relevant.
Could be. I mean, but also Harbinger of Battle. No, if it was 4 kids, they'd be water guns. Either that or hammers with a trigger on them.
Remember when 4Kids, when they did One Piece, they made
Exactly.
Sanji like have a lollipop?
Yeah, no. Well, actually, that one I approve of because that actually was kind of a unique thing,
Mhm.
aside from just like a typical cigarette. That was like a unique quirk with him that they did. But them actually changing the guns to either water guns or a hammer, a spring hammer with a trigger. That is just typical 4Kids right there.
Wait! But they did give the Navy guys a cork gun, I think.
Yeah,
they
but
gave them
that-
cork
but
guns,
again,
yeah,
Cork? No, it's either water guns or cork guns. It's a
one
mix
the
of
two.
both.
It's probably a mix.
Yeah.
All right, so about the voice actors. Auditions, but I already decided on who I was going to do whom. I fell in love with Kira.
Was it Kuwashima-san, aka the
Kuwashima-san.
voice for Flay and Natarl at the Japanese ones.
Yep. From her works in the movies dubs. Same with
Ishida-san,
Ishida-san.
aka Athrun.
Okay. Fell in love with his dub as Luke Skywalker. I was definitely going to use.
Yeah, fun fact,
Yeah.
chat. Athrun's Japanese voice actor was Luke Skywalker in the Japanese dub of Star Wars.
That's actually wow.
Pretty neat.
I think that's why he went with him because of the name. Because of
Yeah.
Whenever you're doing like your own projects and stuff like that, you want to have a name in your project.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would probably explain a lot. Okay. Meaning of each was that Cruel?
Cole.
Cole.
Which for anyone who doesn't know, what a Cole is a word to describe like one 13-episode segment of an anime or a show. That's what you would describe it. That would be a Cole.
You would think I would know that.
I'm surprised you don't.
Yeah. Meaning of a
I
Cole.
didn't know it either. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, I would just say halfway through. Meaning of a
Yep.
Cole. Let's see. 1 and 2. Kira's war intervention. Let's see. Kira's destroying himself due to a woman's relationship. Okay. Recovering Kira. 4. Didn't comment.
I wonder why that last one.
He probably didn't think. He's like, oh man, this is a hard question. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, like wait a minute, I was not prepared for that.
I wonder if like they're giving him ideas, like they're asking him all these questions. He's like, oh man, I should have done that. That's a good idea.
Oh yeah, no, he is notorious for doing that many times.
Oh, I'm sure after reading some of this. Models of each character. Kira's model was played by who is that?
Yeah, no, Kira's like his physical appearance when he meant by Kira's model.
Yeah. During the last time Battle Royale was on, Lacus was
Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah, Audrey
Yeah,
Hepburn.
that is a very common thing I've noticed with Japan, is that for some reason, so many female Mary Sue characters in Gundam were all based off of Audrey Hepburn. For some reason, I don't know, like Shakti from Victory, Relina Peacecraft from Wing, Lacus from Seed, Audrey, they all point to Audrey Hepburn every single time they're asked about it. It's so weird. Like, as far as I'm concerned, the only one who got, like, even Mineva Zabi, her fake name, Audrey Byrne. Like, Japan loves Audrey Hepburn, like, absolutely adores her. And Gundam in particular makes that very known.
I wonder if it's because of the higher ups, because that sounds like it's too common for it to be like a coincidence.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
it's weird.
I think
it's really weird.
I think
But yeah,
Sunrise.
Kira's model being Tatsuya Fujiwara, the guy who played Shuya in Battle Royale. Yeah, that's interesting considering Kira is like how his character turned out. Battle Royale was like way better than frickin' Seed in terms of characters, period.
I didn't know Battle Royale was that old.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, merchandise now, I think.
Yep, merchandise aspect. Anime has to be successful in the merchandise department, which is true. You can't make money on anime alone. Turn A was sorry in terms of merchant. Wow.
Well, that's the thing. Yes, it was, but it was done that way on purpose at the time. Turn A, Tomino legitimately made Turn A the way it was to flip the bird at Bandai. He knew that because of how alien and unique the mobile suit designs were, that it wasn't going to sell at first. And he was right, because Turn A's model kit sales were not very good due to that. But Tomino knew it would be like that to begin with, and he wanted Bandai to suffer for that. So he knew what he was doing.
And mind you, Turn A's original design was supposed to be the sumo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and keep reading. Someone from chat who was talking about this earlier, they're gonna be like, I freaking knew it. Keep going.
Okay. Turn A was sorry in terms of merchandise. He laughs. The plow model staff froze after looking at the mustache. I was shooting for something in between first and wing.
So there you go. There you go. Whoever is like, yo, why do Seed models remind me of OG Wing? There you go.
Well, believe
Shooting
it or not. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, but believe it or not, the one of the mechanical designers that worked on Seed, worked on Seed, also worked in Turn A.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, Kunio Okawara.
Yeah,
he worked in a lot of Gundam entries. Okawara's very well known throughout Gundam for his mobile suit designs and all that.
Oh yeah, and for all those who didn't know, Aegis transformation design was actually supposed to be in Turn A, but they scrapped that. But the mechanical designer decided to transfer that design onto Seed, but made it into a mobile suit form as well.
Right.
Yeah. So
next question.
What about the difference between the planned story and the final product?
Let's see.
Allied Strike related. The Allied and Sword related strike series Gunpla model sold over 900,000. Wow.
Yeah. Like I said, Seed made bank.
I do like the strike. I do like the strike though. I wanted to hit it with the 1 million mark. So Rogue appeared. Oh.
See, this is what I was talking about before with him making decisions like that to keep the money flowing.
Well, he wanted to do that to keep so he could say he made $1 million off the strike. He didn't say which one. Yeah. Wow, I get that now. So that's why he did another strike.
Mm-hmm.
Any influence or ideas from other Gundam? Before I started, I watched Char's counterattack. Man, I can't talk. F91.
Oh yeah. Oh god, this one. This right here. To any fans to anyone who is offended by the last part of this one, you are not alone. But continue.
I watched the first episode of X and returned the video.
Kill that
Oh
man.
my
Kill that
god.
man. Kill him.
Oh my god.
Kill him.
You cannot imagine how much I was livid when I first heard that. I was mauling that like 10, 15 years ago when I first heard that. I was like, you watched one episode of Gundam X and you just said, "Nah, I'm done." Wow. And yet, despite that, you ripped off the Gundam Double X not once but twice with the freedom and the strike freedom. Good job.
Now,
So these poll results, by the way.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, well, yeah, that's. I think it's pretty obvious that OG Seed is objectively better than Destiny, at least as a whole.
yeah, as a whole.
Like when it comes to the first half of them, Destiny's is better than Seed's. But then from episode 28 onwards, that's where Destiny just gets objectively worse than Seed in every single way possible.
Yeah, that last half really killed Destiny.
Yeah, like the first 27 episodes of Destiny are better than Seed's first 27 episodes. But everything after that, considerably worse.
Who does Kira like? He doesn't really like either of them. Oh, he doesn't really like either of them. Flay or Lacus. See, that's stupid. Because
No, here's where I'm gonna actually send you another snippet of something from that, like the same interview from my friend before on Wire, that he sent me that first picture I sent you about Flay. Here's another one regarding Lacus and Kira being like a pair. I'm gonna send you this right now because this is also a very big topic that a lot of Seed fans tend to be very polarized. I noticed is that, are they really a couple or are they just business partners or something like that? Or do they really have feelings for each other? And
I really love the contradictions.
yeah, no, there's a lot of them.
Shit ton of
There
them.
is a lot of them. But yeah, I sent you the picture for putting it on screen to elaborate more on Lacus's point of view, considering it. We already got info on Flay, but here's info on Kira X Lacus and what Fukuda says about it, other than, oh, he doesn't like either one of them. Like an idiot. And yes, Robbie, of course I do. Like, that was shit. Yeah, do you remember when Shin tried to catch two beam sabers with Shinfinger? Total freaking big brain move. Fun fact,
yeah,
I'd like to point out, that moment, nowhere to be found in either one of Seed Destiny's manga adaptations. That was 100% the anime only. Just saying. But yeah, here's this little thing right here is information regarding if Kira and Lacus are a couple or do they have feelings with each other or not. You can read that up.
Kira and Lacus are considered a couple, but some fans have wondered to what level they are romantically inclined towards each other. Can you tell us anything more about their relationship? Their hearts are connected, but they're not like lovers. In a sense, they skipped over that step and become something more like a family. Kira is afraid
bullshit, bud.
Yeah. Kira is afraid of losing Lacus because of his trauma with Flay. Yeah, it's cut off. With Flay, and Lacus feels guilty for making Kira do something he didn't want to do, so she feels in debt to him. Psychologically speaking, the two of them are in rather
precarious codependent relationship.
There's a word for it.
Yeah, precarious.
Yeah. Depends on how their story unfolds at this point on. So they're not a couple.
So basically, yeah, so when he says that Kira doesn't like Flay or Lacus, he really meant that in terms of like not in like a romantic way, apparently. Like, despite his terrible wording in the original interview that we were just talking about, here's something that he seems to be standing his ground on, but that he doesn't like Lacus in a romantic way. He basically feels like she's like the two are in debt to each other in a way. They're like codependent. That it's more like they rely on each other because they both have the same goals in life, which really makes you wonder, why don't you just bang if that's the case? But details. But yeah, that's something that he seems to be standing his ground on, is that there isn't any romance involved, but there's a codependency involved. which is a really weird way to put it.
I get it. I get it.
But yeah, that's another thing that Seed fans really don't like hearing because there are a lot of Seed shippers out there. Like my friend on Wire, I know is one of them, and Kira X Lacus is one of his personal ships, but he's not alone with that. There's tons of other ships out there in the Seed fandom that people will die on a hill over, and the Church of Yamato in particular at the time. This was the big one, Kira X Lacus. But when they hear that, they at the top of their lungs.
Tell that to
Like,
the Rule 34 writers.
Exactly. It's funny. But yeah, now we can continue the main interview.
Yep.
Just wanted to get more insight on what he meant by that.
Let me check something real quick.
Sure.
Okay. All right. What is your message of this anime?
Oh,
I like this. I saw a glimpse of it. If it's boring, please turn off the channel. Isn't it funny when people still watch it after they call it boring?
Let this chat. Let this tell you everything you need to know about Mitsuo Fukuda and how he handles criticism. That response right there just makes me laugh every single time. Like, that is just so transparent. Just fuck you, don't watch it.
You know
wow,
what? If he said that to me, I'd be like, okay, I'll turn the channel.
Yeah, like that, but let that just set the tone how he handles criticism, because he doesn't. His ego is as fragile as glass. And there's your proof. And the fact that he laughs at people who call out his BS at the end. Let that tell you everything you need to know about him, right there.
Yeah. Real quick.
Keep going.
Real quick, CJ, I got your thing.
Mm-hmm.
CJ.
Yeah, I got you.
You got it. Okay. If you, it's fine if you have to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will have to go and scoot. This Eastern time stuff kind of makes a difference. It's 10:30 for me. I gotta go.
Yeah. All right. Well, you have a good night. This is our co-host CJ. He's going to be logging up for the rest of the night.
I'll talk to you later, bro. I got a lot to show you.
Oh man, it sounds like it.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'll catch you guys later.
Catch you on the flip side, bro.
Yep.
Okay. So next question.
All right. So mention the anime. So Marasama is the scriptwriter because she is related because they're married. No, I fell in love with her abilities. Cyber Formula went well too.
What kind of abilities, if you know what I mean?
I mean, first of all, Cyber Formula was okay. It wasn't amazing. It was just all right. But it seems like they're still referencing that, considering the Eclipse Gundam is literally if you took Kasi Gundam and the car from Cyber Formula GPX and put them in a blender. Even its mobile armor mode looks exactly like the car.
He doesn't have any part of that, don't he?
No, actually, but it seems like the people who are writing Seed Eclipse and are doing the manga of it feel the need to reference it.
Eclipse was made by who? Like, which company?
Seed Eclipse, no, it's still made by Bandai and all that, as far as I'm aware.
No, Cyber.
Oh, Cyber Formula GPX?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question, actually. I'm pretty sure it was made by Bandai, but let me double check on that one.
It's either that or whoever is the artist, or the guy or the author, whoever probably took a lot of inspiration from that.
Yeah. Oh, it was Sunrise was the studio and Bandai was the license.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was.
Yeah, they probably either got they probably got a word in that, or they probably just whoever was designing probably worked on the same project. And
the gunplas are one of the most accurate forms of information you can get on mobile suits that are not twisted or not misconstrued by sites like Gundam Wiki and MAHQ. It's one of the best places. There's the model kits, Gundam Fact File /Perfect File, MS Encyclopedia /MS Bible. Those are the best sources for information on mobile suits, like the raw, deep down information that you can get. And because I always keep saying Gundam Wiki and MAHQ are trash. Granted, Gundam Wiki has gotten a little bit better since it used to be back in the days, but the people who run it are still very biased. And I've seen it I've seen them fix people's edits to just like undo them if they don't like a certain edit, despite being clearly sourced properly. But anyway, continue.
Alright. Alright. So, screw around. NEC production story. The plan is set in August. The plan went to Mr. Tamino in December. When I was working on Seed, the president told me Mr. Tamino won't be involved. The president told me to greet him anyway, so I visited him during the New Year's holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tamino was enraged. I made Turn A to unify Gundam. He later said, don't trust Bandai, and recommend the book Cure of Turn A.
So basically, Tomino was furious after he realized that Seed was being made when he confronted. He's like, what the hell are you doing? I specifically made Turn A to unify and, like, tie everything neatly in a bow, and here you come. What the hell is you? What's wrong with you? He was pissed off with them, apparently, when they first, he greeted him. But Tomino was right to warn Fukuda about that when he said don't trust Bandai, but the problem is Fukuda basically became a part of the problem with how deep-rooted with Bandai he became. Because he raked in so much money in the merchandise department, the story be damned.
Yeah, that's true, because believe it or not, so whenever Gundam first came out, the original colors for Gundam was the G3 colors. And
yeah, basically.
Yeah, so for toy reasons, I mean, at the time it wasn't Bandai, it was some other company. They wanted to be bright because, you know, obviously it was going to catch the eyes of kids.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing. No, the G3 color scheme, that one actually the prototype Gundam I think was the original. It used to be, or something akin to that. And the G3 was the one that showed up and that still showed up in the novel version of 0079, which is sadly not canon, but does have some damn good MSVs. But yeah, it was something along the lines of the G3 and the prototype Gundam kind of mixed in there. It was meant to be like a realistic, like actual military style, just gunmetal color scheme. Yeah. But they wanted it to attract the kids more, so that Tomino had to go ahead and change that.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised of like whenever it involves like corporates, like companies and corporates where like to have like their little fingertips like deep inside of other people's projects. And it's because of the sales. They want to make money. That's what they want to do. And like what I was telling about Spider-Man, you know, it's because they wanted to make, you know, toys for Venom.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So next, we're on the home stretch though. We have only three left, but but this is where things really get dumb.
Okay. About Gundam, of all of the previous series, only Tamino-san's Gundam lasted a year. Wonder what he means by that.
Translator.
Yeah. Not quite sure what Fukuda means here.
Even the translator's like, the hell is this dude talking about?
Gundam is serious. Yeah. Production cost of other anime is about 10 to 12 million yen.
Wait. Hold on a minute. I just realized something.
Yeah.
Gundam is serious. But yet, at the beginning of this interview, what did you just say, Fukuda? You said it's war, but it's just a robot anime. Pick one. Yeah. Double standards right here. Which one is it?
Again, he contradicts himself.
Exactly.
Yeah, so...
Why not both?
Why not both?
Because you can't have both. It's like ice and fire.
Let's see, but C was 25. I think C was the first digital anime, wasn't it, for Gundam?
It was one of the first ones to be done like digitally, like with computers and all that at the time. But yeah. It was one of the more costly Gundams, but it really makes you question what they spent their budget on. But we're going to get some insight here.
Oh, hang on 1 second. I had to put in my charger. My headphones are dying.
Sure.
All right. So, forgot where I was at. But Z was 25 million. Yeah, probably because of computer tech. Further note, presumably, Fukuda means a pre-episode basis was rather the entire series cost of the whole. This is a business where money comes by adding Gundam. Gundam is awesome. For normal anime, that is, they have to get it within 9 million yen.
But I thought Gundam was just a robot show, Fukuda.
No, it's money. It's money. By adding Gundam to the name, it's money. However, there are
But yeah-
times where you go over the budget, which means you have to cover the excessive costs with merchandise goods. For Gundam, no one argues if you use 15 million yen because it is guaranteed that you recover the cost of the merchandise goods.
Not always the case, but I guess he's not entirely wrong there. But still, like he is spitting in his own face right there when he said, "Oh, Gundam is awesome." For a normal anime, they got to do so and so, but with Gundam, anything you can go anything you want. You can have anything you want, and because you're always guaranteed to rebound all your expenses. When he was like, "No, it's not serious, bro. I wanted to make Seed just like a typical robot anime again." But now he's going back on himself here.
Half the
Oh
budget
my
went to the
God.
music, bro. So
Yeah, that's exact.
I ain't
No,
gonna lie, they
actually-
got good music. They do got good
Which-
music.
But that brings us to the next question, which I find to be especially funny.
Okay, let's see. Where did you spend the most in? About 10 million yen went to the 3D CGI. Uh,
No wonder it sucked.
Yeah, right. 10 million into CGI when Seed had some of the worst CG I've ever freaking seen.
so you have less than half the budget went to the CGI. Wow. Many who attended
re-
said they didn't want to
Reboot
answer
and
this.
Starship Troopers had better CG than Seed. Like the scenes with the Archangel which was fully in CG, like on a non-CG styled like atmosphere, like background, it looked like putting stick figures on the Mona Lisa. It popped out way too much.
For him
It
to
was
s-
just so jarring.
For him to say that no one argues if you use 15 million yen because it's guaranteed that. So he's pretty much saying like he could go over the budget and Sunrise will give him the money to cover it anyways.
Yeah, because
Um,
apparently they trust him. But yeah,
I'm
but yeah,
speechless right now because
go on.
you know how hard it is to get a pitch.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
hard. It's hard, dude. And this guy's like, you know what? Just because it has Gundam in the name, I could pretty much go out and get more money. And
Right.
you know,
Quick, Sarek, you know what to do.
yeah, let me get the
Wait a
shotgun.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, I'm working. You know what? I shouldn't even start my own studio. I should work for these guys.
Exactly, but
No,
we have
man.
one more question to go. The one that I think broke you your
Oh,
first time.
Yes.
And I got a little something to
Yes.
supplement that as well. But
Okay.
go on.
All right,
Tell
guys.
them to the chat.
All right,
Here
guys.
we
Look,
go.
hey, like real quick, guys. Make sure you get some like pillows or mattresses next around you because when I tell you this, you guys are gonna fall out your chair.
Have your cat or dog with you to pet because you're gonna need some serious copium right
you
now.
need some like soft landing. PTSD is real. About
I'll grab
Moo
some popcorn.
stopping Dominion's beam. Is that a miracle? It was an anti-beam shield, so it could stop it, right? So when it's a lower grade, it's an anti-fortress beam. I didn't know that.
Oh my god. This
was
is what I mean. People. This right here is what I mean. Every time you back Fukuda into a corner, he plays dumb. He pretends like he just doesn't know something just to get him out of a situation. Yeah, like the Lohengrin is an anti-fortress beam. Oh, I didn't know that. You're the one you and Morita-san were the ones who made it, genius. What the hell do you think?
That's it. I'm calling the light base.
Now, are you freaking serious?
Yes.
But yeah,
dumbass
no.
alert. Dumbass
Here's the-
alert.
Here's the thing, Sarek. I have a supplement from that other interview in the booklet about this moment. You ready for this? Because you're gonna need some copium as well. Here we go.
Bring
This
it up.
scene where he goes into much more detail about this, and some of the stuff he says just makes what he says right here worse. Because now he's not trying to dodge the question. Now he's pretending. Now he's actually playing it off like it's no big deal. And you and chat are gonna see for yourselves. Here you go. You can put that on screen because when I read this, I could not stop laughing.
I can't. You're killing me. I can't. Oh.
This is how we end this is how we end this stream with a bang right here.
God, I had a feeling like you had this all lined up for this.
Oh no, I was prepared for this day, bro. I knew this was gonna be copium ridden.
He was prepared for the future more than Fallout 4.
Oh yeah, I was very prepared when you said that you were gonna do this interview. I'm like, I need to prepare my tools. This is gonna be great.
At the end of Gundam Seed's original TV broadcast.
Well, it's not on screen.
Oh, it's going to take you a second.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, I'm also screen sharing too, so.
Okay, fair enough. Well, as long as it's coming on screen, that's all that matters. As long as I know the chat can see it. There we go. Now it popped up.
It's good for you? Okay.
Yeah.
At the end of Gundam Seed original TV broadcast, it's fairly clear that Mu Laflaga has been killed. However, in the Gundam Seed Special Edition, Mu Laflaga's fate was more
ambiguous? No, it wasn't. No, it freaking wasn't.
I am so confused by that.
Ambiguous means that like
I know
up in the air,
but it's just
all they did was just remove his helmet floating in space.
Oh yeah.
That was literally all they did, expecting us to believe that that means, oh, there's a chance he could have survived. We saw the strike get absolutely obliterated. He is dead, full stop.
He turned to pixie dust.
Exactly. Eventually, we saw the dust floating in space and everything. He was actually space vapor.
No, fam. He reincarnated the Gundam Pixie.
And I'd like to get into that. But first of all, shut up. Second of all, I'd like to get into how Mu's death was. How's Mu like surviving in Destiny? That plot hole was totally avoidable, and I could fix it in 5 minutes with Seed's own lore. I will explain after we get through this one question on screen, though.
Yeah. Let's see. Eventually, we went to let me read that again. Eventually, we see that he has an instrumental role in Gundam Seed Destiny. Can you shed any light into reasoning behind the choice to alter Mu Laflaga's fate? This must have been like after the remaster.
Yeah, it was after Seed Special Edition.
Okay. About 2 months before the end of Seed's broadcast, I had discussions with the CEO. See what I'm saying? CEO about compelling the Seed series into a movie. After that, talks of a sequel came up, and the Destiny project began. Originally, Seed was meant to be its own standalone story, but oh wait, I lost where I was at. Yeah, movie.
Yeah,
while I was coming up with the story, we had the final day of dubbing for the Seed TV series. Up to that point, I had talked with, let's see,
Koyasu-san.
Yeah, Koyasu-san.
Mu's voice actor, basically.
Yeah, who played as Mu. About voicing various other roles, but I realized Kyasu being Mu was a necessary voice for the world of Gundam Seed. Let's see, characters seeming to die, then reappearing a common occurrence in anime. No.
Oh my god. So that makes it okay. That makes it okay in Fukuda's eyes. Who cares if characters die, but then inexplicably come back despite not making any sense?
No.
Yes, yes it does.
Oh my god.
So regardless of how realistic it is, or how it seems, I chose a more dynamic option.
No, you didn't. You flat out broke the plot right there, bro.
We've even fixed it a little by completely eliminating the evidence of his death by just taking out the helmet.
Yeah. Okay. Removing the helmet does not remove him from being turned into space dust, bro. That is not how Lowengrins work. Which I'd like to point out, chat. This is one thing that we can take away from this is that this also highlights a problem with Seed from an aesthetic perspective, because positron cannons and hyper impulse cannons should look different from each other. They should not look the same, because, and I know I'm probably going to start a chain reaction in the Gundam fandom just by saying this, because I've never used this term on video or on stream before, but at first glance, hyper impulse cannons and positron cannons basically look exactly the same. They just look like Colgate cannons for the most part. And when I say Colgate cannons, that term is one that my friends IRL were the ones that came up. They were the ones that came up with that term. Basically, when I was showing Seed to my friends for the first time, it was a group watch at the time. We had like 3 people there. They kept bringing up about how the launcher strike, because of the fact that it has a 2-tone color beam, they were like, yo, this thing looked like freaking toothpaste. I'm like, what? And then the more I looked at it, I'm like, oh my god, he's right. And then they just kept on saying it more and more until one of my friends behind me, he's like, oh, he's whipping out the Colgate cannon, and we all just bust out laughing.
The Colgate
And-
cannon.
Yes, and ever since then, two-tone color beams in Gundam Seed, whether the ones that have blue and red, we call them Colgate cannons because they look like frickin' toothpaste when you fire them. The fact that Hyper Impulse cannons and Positron cannons are both Colgate cannons, it's just that one of them is bigger, like warship size, than another. That's a problem because that causes deception. It's deceptive from people looking at it. They think, oh, it must be just a really big hyper impulse cannon. Nothing different. When that is not the case. Positron cannons are literally freaking antimatter blasters. Like, that's a very big difference from a hyper impulse cannon. It's flat out antimatter weapons right there. When matter meets antimatter, they annihilate. And like, if you were to fire just a single 9mm antimatter bullet, that will make a 0.5 megaton explosion from that alone. Forget about what the Lohengrin and the Tannhäuser can do. Because, I mean, we've seen what happens when the Tannhäuser fires and hits its target. It makes like a nuke, practically, like a mini nuke. So yeah, that's a problem with Seed from an aesthetic perspective, is that they should have made positron cannons look different than hyper impulse cannons instead of just making them both Colgate cannons at the same time. But getting back to what, and Sarah, I'd like your thoughts on this one. How much do you know about Seed Astray? By any chance, you know, how much are you into it?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to think after that.
I
How about
forgot.
Astray?
I have both those episodes on my media server, by the way, if you ever want to watch them.
Fair enough.
Oh man. Yeah, I gotta think of something smart.
If you don't know,
Did you know?
if you don't know
Colgate-
much, like, oh, are we
you
still
know-
on the Colgate cannon
Well, I
thing?
had to because it's very interesting. So, did you know Colgate had trouble selling in Spanish-speaking countries because Colgate means hang yourself?
What? What?
Yeah, fun fact.
You're freaking lying. There's no
look it
way.
up, look it up. Look it up.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I'm
look it
looking that up later. There is no freaking way.
I'll look it up.
All
right
right, all right. I haven't.
Careful. YouTube ninjas are watching. But yeah, like,
Watch me, Daddy.
but shut up. But anyway, when it comes to Seed Astray, anybody who's read Seed Astray will know of Librarian Works. That is the way you bring Mu back in Destiny properly. You establish that he has ties to Librarian Works, and you bring him back as a carbon human. But the thing about carbon humans is they only can be brought back to certain levels of accuracy based on how much data that Librarian Works has on that person at the time in their servers. Like, for example, the head of Librarian Works, Prayer Reviere, he is heavily implied to be a clone of Mula Flaga, because not only does he have memories of piloting the Mobius Zero, but he also has a very similar physical appearance to Mula Flaga as well. So if you were to do that and establish Mu with ties to Librarian Works, then if he comes back in Destiny as Neo Roanoke, then it would be like, okay, the Earth Alliance went to Librarian Works and they saw Mula Flaga in there and they demanded a carbon human of him. But here's the thing, carbon humans normally don't have identity crises because they know that they're not the original. But if the Earth Alliance were to interfere with Mula Flaga's carbon humans development cycle, then it could be that that factor could get interrupted. Yeah, maybe a little bit like Full Frontal. Maybe a little bit like Full Frontal, Banshee. But if the Earth Alliance were to intervene or interfere in the process of making Mu's carbon human, then that could potentially cause an existential crisis with him later on after he gets shot down in Berlin and the Archangel picks him up. Like, because he still has Mu's DNA, he would still show up on the Archangel's systems as Mula Flaga. But because not only did he take severe trauma to the head and get knocked the hell out, and you all right, by the way?
Yeah, I'm good.
No,
Just
you,
fine with it.
okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, because he got knocked on the head, he got a scar, and he got interrupted at the time, and he had his memory completely wiped clean of what Mu used to have, which normally isn't the case with carbon humans. Then when he's reunited with Ramius, eventually, slowly but surely, his memories start coming back, and he starts to have a real existential crisis about himself. Am I really Mu, or am I just a cheap knockoff? And Ramius would think the same thing. She would have to struggle with that as well, and that would help develop her too. Like, is this really my Mu that I loved so much, or is it just an imitation? That would have been fine if they brought Mu back like that in Destiny, but Fukuda and Murasawa doing what they do best, yeah, it's total missed opportunity. Am I right, guys?
I just feel like there was a lot of opportunities. Like they brought up like the super coordinator, and they went nowhere with that.
Oh yeah, well, believe it or not, Canard Pars got into more of that because Canard Pars, like I was telling you before, who is the Shadow the Hedgehog of Gundam Seed, ironically, he is a much better character than Kira could ever hope to be. But yeah, he is the anti-Kira Yamato because he too was part of the same Ultimate Coordinator project as Kira, and he too was born in an artificial wound. But the problem is that unlike Kira, who was born successfully with no anomalies or changes to the traits that they set him with, Canard Pars was not. And as a result, he was deemed a failure, and he was tossed aside. And as such, he grew a very deep-rooted resentment towards Kira because of this, and he vowed to kill him for it. Unfortunately, that never happens, and he learns to live and let die, but the point being is that Canard Pars has a lot more development than Kira ever did. And the Dreadnought Ada is an absolutely fantastic Gundam. But yeah, there we go, bro. We made it.
We made it. Now, I was going to save this for last because you brought it up earlier, but let's talk about the 20 Kira moment.
Oh, Christ almighty.
I said I'm calling the white base.
Call the white base. Call the white base.
Oh my God, bro.
You want me to do it? Okay. Oh, okay.
Right,
no, don't do it. Don't. But yeah, anyway.
We have to, man. We got to let the engineers know, man. Like, this type of situation, we got to call for battle, man.
But before we do that,
yeah, go ahead.
Banshee NTD, here's the thing. What seed mode is, you're not alone when you ask for that, because so many people don't know what it is because it was never freaking explained. Like, they just kind of just said, oh, you possess the seed, and barely establish what it actually is. Contrary to most people's beliefs with seed mode has nothing to do with like new type BS. That's the most common one of the most common misconceptions with seed that I run into all the time. And what seed mode really is, what seed factor is literally just super enhanced concentration. When your eyes get like that, when they just like your pupils like stretch out and become super, super like expanded. Basically what happens when you're in that state is that you enter a state of enhanced concentration where all distractions around you are completely blocked out and you have perfect focus on what you're doing. More or less, that's what it is.
Just think about it as like Ultra Instinct, but...
Well, I wouldn't exactly go that far because Ultra Instinct, your body is moving on instinct. And with Seed Factor, that's not the case. You're just super concentrated on what you're doing. That it's just that it more or less clears your mind and lets you focus on the task at hand. It's like popping like 100 pills of Ritalin at the same time.
I'm popping my pills of Ritalin right now.
This freaking guy. Oh my God.
No, I gotta admit, I like that. I did like that.
That was a very good time, but yeah, that's more or less what it is, minus the jittery you'd get from Ritalin. But it's just a state of super enhanced concentration. If anything, the closest thing that Seed has to new types are individuals that have enhanced spatial awareness. And what is enhanced spatial awareness? More or less, it's nothing that just people have to be born with or anything. Anyone can get it. It's just it requires training. More or less, it's when you have the ability to examine the battlefield around you on like a much wider scale than most other people. You have a much better situational awareness to where you can actually, to the point where you're able to use remote weapons and navigate them like via computer assistance and Psychomu-esque remotely, while at the same time not like impeding on your other piloting skills at the same time. That's more or less what enhanced spatial awareness is. It's the closest thing you're gonna get to new types in Seed, but not really at the same time.
All right, so I got Ion on here for like a quick question. Ion?
What's good, Ion?
I thought you guys were about to end it.
Yeah. It's
Well,
all
we
right.
are,
No,
but
well, we're
we're
about
answering.
yeah. We're just gonna wrap
we're
it up
an-
real quick. Yeah.
We're answering some questions, so yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, Fukuda's thing. Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, if anybody hadn't, and keep in mind, like, this is the guy who is now in full control of the Seed Destiny movie sequel, so make of that what
Kill
you will.
And here's my thing, though. I'm pretty sure the same people who
You
are
got both
involved
the shares,
20 years
Reddick?
ago is going to be involved in this. So
knows?
you're going to have a
We'll
lot
have
of
to
corporate
see.
control. Maybe, yeah, a lot of corporate control. That's what I'm worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyways,
there-
sorry about Ion. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Ion.
On what's your thoughts on the Origin doing Dozel's on what is it the Island movie that's coming out?
Oh, you mean Doan's Island? Oh, I'm
Doan's
hyped for
Island.
that. I am
Yeah, me
hyped for
too.
that.
Now, what we want a fully animated Origin retelling 0079.
Oh yeah, well, I guarantee it's gonna happen eventually, considering that like the full 1 Year War arc of 0079 in Origin has been done. We're just waiting for the team to get to it, but like due to the pandemic, it seems like Gundam's schedule is very much in disarray right now.
I actually been thinking of I actually got all the Origin movies on my computer. I'm gonna rewatch that and try and get my hands on all the manga.
I mean, you can read the manga online legally. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I
Wow.
sent you that website's starting to take him down, by the way, just so you know, Wacky.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The one I sent you a while back ago.
Comic
It
Walker,
hasn't?
last time I checked, you said that one was legit.
It is legit, but they're starting to put them up in sections, and every once in a while they remove a section.
Oh, because yeah, like all the sections I've been seeing with Gundam the Origin, they're all still there.
Because what was it? They jumped last time I checked. One I think it was 96 or 94. They had it temporarily up there, then they removed it.
Huh. Interesting. I had no idea about that, but
Yeah.
good to know.
I'm
But
also a big fan of the Seed Destiny. My experience in Seed, not Seed Destiny, so Seed is Stray, is from the games Cross Race and Overworld.
oh yeah, absolutely.
I need to stream that sooner or later.
Bra69 says he has a website you can read it off of.
Well, careful, YouTube ninjas are watching. We can't be talking no piracy here.
Oh, no, we're not. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we're not going. Yeah, we're not talking
Me
about
talks
piracy.
about
We
all the
want
time on my
legal.
Twitch.
Legal.
Yeah, well, to be fair, the problem on the other hand, legal means to read Gundam manga are very, very few and far between as of lately. Sometimes there's literally no choice, but yeah.
I would make it legal.
Okay, I am the Senate. Okay, bro. Anyway,
Give me that one.
anyway, yeah, you can finish up however you want, Sarek.
Well, before I end it, like, let's talk about like the raffle because I know like there's probably some people in here that wasn't here for that. So, all right, as you guys know, I started my own studio. I finally got the website up, which by the way was a pain, but it's.
I can only imagine.
Oh yeah, it was a pain. I was telling you about it, Wacky. Like I was about to pull my hair out.
Yeah.
So, by the way, so what this raffle is for, it's a fundraiser. It's going to be used to help raise money for a feature film project that will be placed in theaters. We'll try to attempt to put it as many theaters out as possible. I already got a distributor. It's going to be on Amazon Prime. I'm gonna try to get it on Netflix as best as I can. All I know is like Netflix is a little bit tends to be more friendlier, but they have a lot. They have like 500 departments. You know, I just got to find the right department.
Watch out for Disney's ninjas, bro. They're deadly. They might make you censor crap. Be careful.
I know if they see anything like similar, yeah, they just might put like a couple like $1 billion on it. Buy it out of me. Go right ahead.
Yeah, you got to be careful, bro.
Yeah, and I am. I'm gonna try to. So this project is completely independent. I am still looking for sponsors. I got a few sponsors, which One of them is a local electronics company. They gave me a PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series S as part of this raffle for the prize. If you guys enter it and you buy some tickets, which by the way, tickets are only $3. I got the link in the description where you guys could buy it if you guys are interested.
I'll definitely give you a shout out, bro.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, that'll definitely help out, guys. Look, this is I'm aiming to be like an American Sunrise company. I maybe never be big as Bandai, but that's okay. Or Bandai, I'm sorry, Sunrise.
We all start somewhere, basically.
You're right. We do all start somewhere. So I am planning on making like my own Real Robot anime series. Well, not really series, but not anime. I mean, but movies, series, whatever.
Yeah, that's what you said was movie.
Yeah,
I
movie.
think.
Yeah, it was movie. But I'm saying like future projects.
Are you gonna make G Savior 2?
No, because you would invoke the wrath of the entire Gundam fandom.
I could make a whole documentary on how Beatles could roll crap and still be more interested than G Savior.
But overall, now that you've gotten through the whole damn interview with supplementary material, what are your final thoughts on this whole thing?
Well, number one, stop opening up articles from you. Because you sent me that article, I was like, oh man, this looks like it could be a good bathroom read, and I was like, oh god, never mind.
Bathroom read indeed, because you're shitting bricks at what the hell you're looking at.
Yeah, I was shitting out logic, like it's like coming out of my head. I'm like, god, man, I gotta read. There's no logic, but yeah, that's just to wrap it up. For you guys to support. And really, I only made it this far because of you guys, and I really do 100% appreciate every single one of you guys.
Go for it, bro. We're here for you.
Oh, and I 100% appreciate that. Which, man, I don't know. It's unbelievable. I can't believe I got it. I can't believe I even made it this far. And as you know, part 2 of the script is still in production, so I'm looking for production to start by March. I'm just going through like all the loops, because you got to find your distributors first. And then your sponsors, your funding, and everything. So once all that's done, I'm aiming for March to start production.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah. So it's a couple more months. So that's plenty of time. So
I hope the pandemic doesn't get in the way.
I'm hoping to. I am hoping to, but I am doing some. I am going to try to do some at-home interviews. So basically, like whenever I'm scouting my voice actors, it's just going to be directly. Either through like Discord, Zoom, whatever that they preferably use. So I'll give them probably like a small piece of the script. I hear them out. Probably direct them on like how I want them to sound and how to react in certain situations to see if they're good for the role. So far, I actually do have a couple of people in mind. So
fair enough.
We'll see.
All right, sounds good. But either way, I'm gonna bounce because what I need to do is get a drink because my throat's killing me from talking so much.
Yeah, me too. Mine's about as dry as the concrete.
Yeah, really. Yeah. So
you better come back.
Thanks for having me on again, Sarek. I really appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate you coming on, man. Always.
Of course, bro. If you need me, I'm here for you.
I appreciate that, man. Just don't be bringing back that bullshit.
Well, I mean, that depends if we want to talk about, bro. I can reveal a lot of cool things about you, but also a lot of cringe too.
Just not Seed. I'm done.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
So
I still like Seed.
I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you two later, chat. Peace out, guys.
All right, peace out. All right, my fellow engineers. That wraps up the interview. That wraps up everything for tonight. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for tuning in and listening. This is Freedom. We have Ion. That was his Wacky who just left. And Redrick. And CJ, which I'll go ahead and tell him y'all your goodbyes. And yeah, we wish y'all a good night. Oh yeah, I was just about to say. Oh man.